Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second LTE internet plan with smartphone plan savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You're a beautiful girl, and your pants are on so tight that when you stand just right, I can see it all. When you're on the beach and your bikini's soaking wet, I see a fuzzy silhouette as I look down below. I see your camel toe, your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage, your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. I could really go for a sideways sloppy Joe or a tuna casserole. Baby, don't you know? I never thought I'd see so much of your anatomy. Your jeans are so tight, I'm learning gynecology. I see your camel toe, your knuckle, your nookie. Ooh, I see your cookie, a donut, a bagel, down below your navel. It's furry, it's fluffy, looking kinda puffy. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. Your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage, your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe.
All righty dighty. Oh, how do you feel about that? All righty dighty.
No.
How about good God Gertie? What a gash. How about that?
I like that one.
You like that one?
I do too. What is it? A good God Gertie, what a gash.
Good God Gertie, what a gash.
Okay, that's smart.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio, and Christy is at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
That sounded
cheerful?
Yes.
Optimistic?
Yes.
Have a good weekend,
incredibly
Pat.
so.
Oh, that was good, yeah.
Somebody got late. There's Jeff Oskey.
I did not.
Oh, there's Ace Cosby. He's here. I am Chick McGee. And hello, Tom.
Hello. Wow. What a weekend.
Big question over the weekend. Did you see the putt that damn guy made?
I did not, but I heard about it.
65 feet. My goodness. J.J. Spawn.
To win the U.S. Open?
To win the U.S. Open.
Yeah, interesting. They had a water skiing event right in the middle of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, that course kicked their ass.
The rain was rough on everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rain, deep rain.
Bonnaroo canceled.
Deep water. Oh, I didn't hear it was canceled.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I was watching the Pacer game, and just as that hit the fan, I get a text from my son Sam, who's at Bonnaroo, going, Bonnaroo canceled.
Wow.
So, yeah, that sucked.
You think the rain affected the referees in the Pacer
yeah,
Thunder
could be.
game?
Don't get me started.
I don't know.
But, yeah, I did not see the end of the U.S. Open.
Yeah, that's how she Spawn at 1 under was the only one who finished under par.
Wow.
At one point, there were like 5 guys contending for it. And apparently, isn't that the one? If it ends up with a tie, they play another 18, right? They don't.
Sounds right.
They don't play one hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, they add a day or something. That's always not a good idea because people come in from out of town for that, and not everybody lives in Oakmont, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, same thing with Bonnaroo. I mean, if
sure.
you were at Bonnaroo, the only night that went off was I had the wrong day. Friday shows took place.
Okay.
But then, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, and then they were unable to
Duh.
do. They were unable to do. Wait a minute. No, Thursday shows.
The event started Thursday, was supposed to continue until Sunday. They announced the cancellation Friday afternoon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when the Pacer game was on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Sam took a photograph of the camping area. It looked like they were in a river. And
Whoa.
They had to cancel, literally, one of the reasons they couldn't get the trucks in to empty the portalettes. And
yeah.
Yeah, that's...
But they had, 90,000 people or something there? And people travel from all over the country to go to that.
Yeah, but you want them safe.
No, I know, but you're, of course.
I wonder what they ended up doing.
They're giving, if you had a 4-day pass, you get a 75% refund.
No,
but they said you have to wait 3 weeks before it hits your trust fund.
That sounded like a shot.
Oh, my bad.
No, I just wonder what all those people did if they came from out of town. Did they jump down to Nashville and hang out, or
It's my understanding. I was talking to someone that they clogged the freeway.
Okay.
In any event,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The only thing Nashville needs is like a downtown casino. That place is really blown up
Can you
as far
imagine?
as partying goes, and destinations for weddings.
Well, remember the story?
Bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
That was the big problem. They had those downtown bicycle platform things
They
with
would drink on the
bachelorette parties, and they've had to
Pedal around
limit
town.
them.
You mean the pedal bars?
Whatever they're called.
They look fun.
I was like, what's he talking
They
about?
look fun.
Wait a minute. The downtown.
You're
what?
20 years old, 21, I mean.
What did
He
you
said
call?
bike platforms
Bike
is what he called them.
platforms, yes. And I knew what you were talking about.
How
is
did
what it
you
is.
get that? I thought.
It's like a barge with a bunch of. Is the bicycle
Have you
actually?
ever done that?
God, no. And I have a beef.
Yeah?
There's a lot of the bike trail that I use all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Took the girls. We went on we actually went to Java House. That was our destination.
Mm-hmm.
So you made them get on bikes even though they were lounging around watching cartoons, and you said, I'll put an end to this. Yeah.
I don't want to see electric bikes on that. These electric bikes are BS. And there's a lady that has a giant electric bike tricycle. So she's
Nice.
taking up 3/4 of the pathway.
Does she have the big, tall orange triangle coming off the
No,
back?
this is a bike trail. This isn't I don't object to a
You think motorized vehicles should not be on a bike
they're
trail?
not.
A tricycle is a
Well, they're
bike.
electric. They're not.
I think they limit them.
Yeah.
Not the real
Yeah, but you're-
crazy
if you-
ones.
So what,
You know,
man?
get your fat ass on a bicycle, lady.
There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
And there's the real
there it
issue.
is. It's a fat person.
That's right. Nothing worse in America than
Well, no, maybe you'd lose that ass if you were pedaling a little bit.
it goes murder,
Yeah.
overweight, right
Right.
there. Yeah. Second worst thing you can do.
No, but you shouldn't be on the bike path. It's hard enough with people and
I was downtown on Saturday night, and I almost you can't walk 5 feet without seeing one of those limes or whatever they call them.
Those electric scooters.
I wanted to get on one of those.
Oh, you know
and
what the
see
best
what
sound
would
is
happen.
with that? The sound of them hitting the river.
And the only thing I could think of was Tom would say, "Oh, that's not a good idea."
Yeah, we'll see you.
That's not a good idea.
See you in rehab for the brain damage.
Yeah, or not,
Okay, well.
or adding to the brain damage I already have.
Now, we promised we'd read this letter every day for the next month.
Which one?
This is about you,
Oh
Christy.
boy, I'm so glad you remembered.
This is a Dear Bob and Tom show. You were discussing the difference between a grandfather clock and a grandmother clock.
Oh, yeah.
We were having a discussion with this. I don't particularly care for the grandfather clock.
I have one.
I think I associated with my next door neighbor growing up,
yes,
the Wellmans, and they had a
yes.
dog named Tommy, a Cocker Spaniel that bit me in the face. Cocker Spaniel's way overbred in the 50s.
It's not the grandfather clock's fault.
But I'm just
Let
saying, I
it go.
associated with that, and they had antique furniture that that creeps me out anyway. But the difference between a grandfather and a grandmother clock, this is from a farmer by the name of Craig. Thank you, Craig, for this work of genius.
Hey, Craig.
He goes, I believe the grandmother clock is like the grandfather clock, just without the dong. That is a solid joke.
Beautiful.
It's a hell of a joke.
Ding and dong. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Good business right there.
We have some very fine letters to get to. I'm very excited about that. Interesting stuff going on in the world of sports.
Oh, yeah.
And another NBA game this evening.
Game 5, everything's tied at 2. That's right.
That's what the NBA wanted.
There you go. The international conspiracy continues.
Yeah, there was a zebra loose in Nashville last week. There was a zebra on the payroll Friday night.
Now, Rick Carlisle defended him.
I'm just
Rick
kidding.
Carlisle's
Class act, my friend.
pretty smart fella.
Yeah.
No.
I'm glad he's our coach and not that French bastard. Whatever his name is. Digganault or...
Coming up, we have golden retrievers in professional baseball.
Dijonal.
We have an update on Daddy Hole Road after
Daddy Hole!
following Father's Day.
Just in time for Father's
Yeah.
Day.
A great story coming out of Southern Ohio and Kings Island.
Yeah.
The great amusement. This is a terrific story. If you're going to be going anytime soon, you're not going to want to go anywhere. You'll want to hear this.
Don't you have the most... the highest number of controversial stories with Kings Island, like you've lost kids, you've had arguments with
Kid in
vendors.
jail over there.
You
I had to go
Kings
to-
Island
Didn't you
jail.
have to ship a
Kings Island
huge
jail.
stuffed animal once or something from there?
Is there a judge and jury in
Sees it
jail at
coming.
Kings Island? I bet there is.
Here come
the Griswolds.
I did meet the police there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Remember one time the bathroom was crowded. I turned to the corner. One of my sons was peeing up and over a bush.
Yep.
And all my only thought was, God, I remember when I could do that.
Yes, sir.
And my prostate, I'm lucky that it even goes down when I pee.
That kind of
Just getting it out is a thing, let alone arcing it up high.
That's a bladder, my friends.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
Got a great letter from Clarissa.
What?
I've got this. It's Clitta.
Okay, you'll remember Clitta.
Okay.
Coming up, and Jason, her man. That's all coming up.
That's Jizzy.
Right now, I've got a little message from you about Raycon earbuds.
Well, to be exact, I've got a little message for you about Raycon's everyday earbuds. If you're going hard at the gym, taking phone calls, relaxing to your favorite music, or possibly one of your favorite morning radio shows. Hello, good looking. Enjoy premium audio that goes where you do with Raycon's everyday earbuds. And the latest model of Raycon's 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and the quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's also comes with active noise cancellation, and they start at just half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon's available in old forest green, royal blue, blush violet, cool mint, deep red. And Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. And, of course, we have a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Yes, sir.
It's all happening right here. I'm very excited about this. Also, an unfortunate name for a condition. You'll see what I'm talking about. And we do have interesting sandals in the news with the sandal season here.
Well, they better be near a beach, or if you're a man and you're wearing sandals and you can't take 2 steps and hit sand, cover your foot up. Stop it.
We'll find out all about that from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the sound of the peacock screaming. We're endorsed by peacocks everywhere. It's the Bob and Tom Show from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy Lee, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. How are you?
They're very good. Just getting organized over here. Hope your day's getting organized as well.
All right. Putting everything where it needs to be.
Everyone got through the weekend, I hope. Happy Father's Day.
Heck yeah.
Did you have a good Father's Day? What'd you do?
Did.
Laid in bed, had breakfast in bed.
No, got up early.
Got up and get at it.
Talked to the dogs.
I could only imagine.
One of my dogs looked at me. The first thing he says to me when I get up is, "You're not my real father." All right.
Oh, boy.
Didn't you tell him he was adopted? You should get that out of the way.
Went and had a nice brunch with everybody.
Oh, good.
It was fun.
Is that right?
Got some chores done.
Now, we all know that you're on record as saying weekends are brutal.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine a weekend holiday. It must be doubly brutal.
No. There wasn't a lot of going to games. And
Did you get in the pool? Get on a floaty?
did not.
Relax on the unicorn?
No.
Okay.
Cleaned it a little bit.
Have you ever done this? Sat in a chair and went, I bet you haven't.
Do you have a chair?
Have a chair.
You have a chair that's Dad's chair?
No, it's usually there's something on it, like a laptop or something charging. But no, but I had a good weekend. I went to see the Indiana Fever play. I don't know if you heard about this. At one point, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's a tremendous. If you've ever been to a WNBA game, the presentation is great.
Oh, it's fun.
They've got the scoreboards. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on.
Scoreboards.
No, the scoreboards. The
Got
scoreboards.
ahead of me there, Mr.
Whoa,
Techno.
whoa.
They got big screens.
You need to slow down.
You know, they.
Hey there, future.
All the stats are right there. Oh, it's just great.
Yeah.
They're keeping score of the game.
What?
At one
Girls?
point, just let me tell you, I don't know if you heard of this. At one point, Caitlin Clark, essentially 10 feet in back of the 3-point line, fires it off, nothing but net, then proceeds to do it twice again in the same 30-some seconds.
Almost triple-double for Caitlin. Fever win on Saturday, 102-88 over the slimy New York Liberty. Caitlin had 32, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Almost a triple-double.
The players are all great. It was really fun to watch.
Well, good.
And Caitlin, I finally figured out she has eyes in the back of her head, apparently.
Yep.
She's looking over that way, and she throws the ball the other way behind her back while apparently it's unbelievable. Just a treat to watch. We had a great time.
She's got game.
And now I'm in the situation which I'm wondering if it's bad luck if I watch tonight's game.
Yeah, I know how you feel on that. I didn't wear my sweatshirt today because I figured, it didn't work. It didn't work Friday, so I didn't.
I don't know. I know that's illogical.
I got to go to bed at least by halftime. Because if I don't,
then if you wake up in the middle of the night to pee, do you check you check the score?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see.
if I know the game's over.
Now, I remember on Wednesday when the Pacers won, I got up to check the score on my phone, and I peed on my phone, and they won. So maybe
wow,
if I pee on my phone again tonight at halftime.
Or maybe right now.
Win. Or maybe I could just piss on it now.
Get the mojo working.
Right.
Now we
started.
Like to read letters.
Yes, we do.
And we have one here from Jason. And this is a follow-up.
All right.
So, and I think he kind of explains what was going on. He writes, on May 19th, my wife messaged you about the cancer surgery I was having that day.
Sorry.
It's nice. We tuned in and were surprised to hear you talking about me. I was speechless and I teared up.
Aww.
I appreciate your thoughts and best wishes.
Thank you.
I want to clarify something for Chick.
All right.
who suggested I had a gynecological procedure. I did not.
Didn't you have your labia reduced? That's what I heard.
I did not wake up with any extra parts. More importantly, we enjoyed hearing him question whether the T was silent in my wife's name. There is not a T in my wife's name. Her name is Clarissa, which he transformed into Clitrissa.
Man, I'm funny, huh? Yeah. Clitrissa.
Yeah, he said. When I'm around her, all of her is a nerve-filled mommy part. Oh. That's how hot this guy is, apparently.
Hey, now.
Graphic, didn't it?
Thanks for bringing joy to my surgery day and for the laughter that has come with my wife's new permanent nickname. Okay, sorry. There we go. Well, thank you. Congratulations on the successful surgery and to all those great physicians and nurses and staff people that helped you out.
We got a couple of letters here from truck driver. This one, I've been listening for 30-plus years. This is from Patrick in Bowling Green, Ohio.
Thank you, Patrick.
You know what Bowling Green refers to, Tom? It's the it's a lawn. How green! It's lovely. Bowling Green. They used to bowl outside on the lawn.
There's more than one Bowling Green. There's also
Bowling Green, Kentucky,
where they make the Corvettes.
And the Corvette Museum. And Patrick continues. I drive a fuel tanker. Please tell Tom if he plays a song loud again. We had an issue with this on Friday. All your songs you were playing were way too loud. I'm going to park my truck in his living room. And I don't know about you, Tom, but I think he means it.
I have a fuel tanker story too, Chick.
All right.
This is a letter from Ryan. Good morning, show. I love you guys for years, and I have to share this. Tom's paranoia with fuel trucks might be okay. I'm a diesel mechanic and was taught if you see a fuel truck filling the fuel station tanks, avoid it at all costs.
Oh.
But it's not due to explosion. It's because it stirs up all the trash from the bottom of the holding tank, and it can be pumped into your car's fuel tank. It's best to go elsewhere while all the sediment finds its way back to the bottom of the storage tank.
Never thought about
There you go.
I've heard that.
Thank you, Ryan.
I always wondered if that was an urban legend. But
well, he's a
not.
diesel mechanic.
Okay, well, good.
So...
Well, good to know. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And this might be letter of the morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Bob and Top Show. I've been a commercial truck driver for 40 years. I've heard tens of thousands of CB handles. My favorite involves how my best friend got his Double D Killer, shortened to DDK. Everyone assumes that it comes from his appreciation of large-breasted women. In truth, we had gone dove hunting in his pickup truck. We were having no luck at all, and were standing around the truck deciding whether to leave or stay at it. Suddenly, a group of dove came flying right towards us. My friend frantically reached into the truck bed where his shotgun lay and accidentally pulled the trigger. As he grabbed it, he blew a 2-inch hole through the front of the truck bed, the back of the cab, the driver's seat, and the fuse block under the dash.
What?
The truck totaled by the insurance company. DDK stands for Dodge Dakota Killer. He will never live this down. That's from Daryl in Paxico, Kansas.
Wow.
That's a serious business.
Yeah, it is. Do people eat dove?
I didn't know they went dove hunting.
I didn't either.
Back
I
up.
was like, what?
I didn't know about that either.
Is there
Dove
anything
hunting?
more peaceful or loving than a majestic dove? Oh!
Right? They're so sweet.
The dove means peace, right?
And
What's the concert where they let the dove out and it wouldn't fly off? It was like one of those gigantic concerts.
Oh, like Live Aid or something?
Yeah, when they-
I don't know.
Trying to get the dove to fly away.
Got to push it out with a plunger.
There's
Aren't they always in pairs because they're so cute? And they
Is that right?
There's a funny wedding video online of some people going to release a pair of doves, but they basically kind of toss them and they both just hit the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one.
I think that's a big business. Dove rental?
really?
I think it is. Yeah.
Do they come back, the doves, or do you have to keep them?
I would imagine you have to pay a little more for them to come back, probably. You get what you pay for. Yeah.
You get to the wedding early, and that's the dove lady. They're rehearsing. Oh, they gotta clean the crap off the altar again.
I could offer my services. And
that's a good dove.
I could just stand there, and they have a cage covered with a sheet. They thought, oh, the doves are here.
It's kind of a big cage.
Yeah. And there I am. Hi. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, if you're just joining us, howdy. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. Love to get your letters. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com.
We got Tom Bingo here.
Okay, go ahead.
We've had this before, but this is a pretty good one. It merits mentioning. Things Tom says for bingo.
Okay.
The center square is, that's fun. I don't remember you saying that, but I guess you say it quite often.
No, you guys were saying we're having fun, and I said,
that's
no,
right.
And I said, no, you're not.
No, you're not yet.
Meet cute, one of the
Yeah.
squares. Of course, there are 369 squares in this. Sex move,
Yeah, we got sex moves in the news today.
as in there's a square. Did I tell you meet cute? Meet cute. Poop is one of the squares.
We got poop news today.
course.
That's fun. Dookie rope.
Well, if we have any hip hop news, we can reference the famed Dookie rope.
Famed. Shut Up Chick is on here. DeLand.
Yep.
Classical education.
Yes, the benefits of a classical education. Of course.
And Michigan.
Okay.
There it is. So there's your
I think we actually do have a.
bingo.
We could have a coverall today.
Oh, yeah.
We
sure
may.
could.
I think
Yeah.
we may have Michigan news coming up. Let me dig
Well,
around.
you just said
here. No, but you got there has to be a valid reason. For it. We do have interesting news out of Ohio today. Very exciting news. And we've got a couple cool stories coming out of the UK this morning, including nudity. And we have a great story out of Kentucky involving a guy that perhaps intoxicated, releasing a live raccoon into a crowded bar.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, I believe an arrest was involved later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone I think was they got bit.
They got bit.
Yeah, raccoon bites not good.
Nope.
Good Father's Day all around, everybody.
Yeah, kind of quiet.
Jeffrey, being the father of several, went okay.
Yeah.
Actually, the daughter was out of town. We're going to celebrate next Sunday, so I get kind of a double.
Very
sort
nice.
of, kind of, yeah. Plus any other kids out there I might have. I don't know.
Oh, nobody knocked on your door, huh?
Yeah, nobody. No, not this year.
Not this year.
Has somebody had that happen?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Knocking on the door.
Somebody
Hi.
we know.
I know two people.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
You
somebody
you know them both.
Happy Father's Day. I'm your
Well,
kid.
not
not
that,
on
not
Father's
that
Day.
way, but yeah.
Wow.
I know two people had a very similar experience.
So would you just take their word for it, or would you insist on a paternity test?
In both cases, a paternity test wasn't. It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the air who they were.
All right, sir. Would the
Does one of them sing?
Both of them do. As a matter of fact, both of them do. Pat, maybe this is the time I say, "Chick, tell him to shut up."
hang on a second? Is one of them in this room holding a guitar right now?
Oh, wouldn't that be the best?
That would be hard to handle.
We call him PJ, Pat Jr. Say hello to your daddy, Pat Jr.
Do gangsta folk for him now. Sing it.
He sings
Manny.
gangsta folk just like you do. It's unbelievable.
I'm not sure what this means. Dear Bob and Tom show, I heard your segment about sexy songs on Friday.
That's right.
What were we talking? We were talking about the least sexy songs, right?
Yeah.
Like for strippers, yeah.
Yes.
And then we went into romantic songs.
The worst song at a strip club, Abraham Martin and John.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, we
Dion,
were doing
yeah.
all that.
Tears in Heaven. It would be worth going to a strip club and just tipping the DJ to play those things because they'd still get up and dance. And
You think?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they move around. Well, but do they really dance, or they just
I don't know.
they don't do like the Paul Abdul thing. I mean,
Some of them are pretty talented.
Well,
Talented. Well,
Well, I mean, I was in a strip club once in,
Peoria, right?
yes,
Trying out.
no, and it was they were doing a contest for the best stripper in the United States, and these girls were amazing. They had showers, I mean, it was pretty much
Showers.
That picture has to be here somewhere, right?
Shower on the stage.
Of
I
you
was on
and
this. I was on stage. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I was fully clothed.
Of you at the strip club, you were wearing like leopard skin.
Leopard pants,
Move around
and
a
black
little bit.
shirt.
You do the pole at all?
I just went
couple
up.
swings.
She's going to
You
be
know, we
shy.
were quite popular in.
They dropped her from the ceiling on some
Yeah, I
wires.
did some spinning around on the
flying
pole.
around.
It was
Oh, it was
great.
something.
It was
Yeah.
a
Did
great
you
time.
do the seductive tiger crawl across the stage?
Not do that.
Yes, she did.
What was your song?
I don't remember. There wasn't
Girls,
a song.
girls.
They just
No.
introduced me, said I was
Fair
there.
enough.
The
Don't
tiger
feel
crawl.
tested.
This interests me, Jeffrey.
The tiger
You don't
crawl.
know what the tiger crawl is?
Oh no, I do. Has that, in your real life, has this ever happened to you? No. Any of the ladies you've ever encountered,
I
you
wish.
come out of the shower and she's going doing the naked tiger crawl toward
Hang on a
Jeffrey.
second.
Oh, boy,
Hang on a
that's-
second.
Wait a minute.
He come out of the shower, and what does the lady do to him?
That's the sound of a tiger, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
Is
good.
that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Damn right it
That may
is.
be a little too
Tiger with a cold.
No,
a
no.
little too much phlegm.
No,
That
no.
Tiger got cold.
You know what it is? It's perfect, is what it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
You just turned me on, baby.
Okay, more letters coming up. We got to get to this Kings Island. This Kings Island story is so funny.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in just a second. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. A lot of stresses out there in the world. Maybe you're even stressed about, gee, down the road, I'm going to retire, but I don't have any money. I'm spending it all now. But wait a minute. Maybe it's time to get yourself organized so that you have a future when it comes to a sort of a sound plan for your retirement. This is where something called an annuity comes into play. Annuities are all about countering the volatility of the market. Took another hit the other day, of course. It's been down and down and then up and then down and then up and down. And this is where annuities come in because, once again, that doesn't matter. You still get your money. In fact, you can't outlive your money. So find out what annuities are all about by talking to the experts at the Silac Insurance Company, just by going to silacins.com. That's SILAC-INS.com. Another really easy way just to get some information. Just call the number pound 250 and say out loud lifetime income and find out what that means. Lifetime income after you call pound 250. The Silac Insurance Company. Remember, you can't outlive your money. Think ahead a little bit and get yourself organized. It'll take away some of that stress you have in life today, thinking about life then coming up. Call pound 250 and say the words lifetime income, or visit bobandtom.com. We got a link to the Silac, folks. The Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. Coming up, an update from Daddy Hole Road.
Daddy ho!
My favorite dogs are in the news, golden retrievers, plus news about the great Roger Daltrey from who? The Who. That's all on the way. Plus, we have, I think we're going to get some of those squares in our special Tom game filled out today.
Tom Bingo.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Stage coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Greg Warren will be joining us later this morning with the Warren Report. Brought to you by Champion Windows. Visit championsavenow.com. There's Jeff Oskey. Ace Cosby is here. Hey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Now, we got a lot to get to, so why don't we get right to it? I thought we might begin, instead of going over to the sports desk, just an interesting story coming out of Ohio. The greater Cincinnati area. Kings Island is the place, one of the great fun places to go, great roller coasters, super fun things to do, but they've got a little bit of an issue right now, Christy.
Visitors to Kings Island in Mason, Ohio are being warned to keep their mouths closed on rides as a massive emergence of cicadas blankets the regions. Entomologists say Brood 14, a group of periodical cicadas that surfaces every 17 years, is now swarming southern Ohio. The insect's high-pitched mating calls are loud enough to compete with roller coasters. Dr. Gene Kritsky of Mount St. Joseph University says the brood has deep historical roots dating all the way back to 1634.
Officer Kritsky.
He advises guests to remain aware and just enjoy the cicadas, but keep your mouth closed on the rides. Park goers have taken that message seriously. One mom shared that even her 6-year-old son reminded their group to stay silent during a recent roller coaster run and proudly did so himself.
Well, I can't do that.
The cicada surge is expected to peak in June before tapering off.
Don't you have a problem?
I call it a roller coaster Tourette's.
Yeah.
I start cursing out loud. Can't help myself. You take goggles.
Goggles? That's not going to help your mouth.
No, but you want to get a cicada in the eye?
Well, can you imagine? Well, you can shut your mouth, though.
Take a mask. You've got plenty of them
Can
lying around, don't
Can
you?
you imagine getting hit in the forehead with a cicada on a? I bet it hurts.
Sure.
Yeah. Kings Island owes me a pair of Ray-Bans anyway. Last time I rode the Beast, like an idiot, I
saw that
my
sign.
Sunglasses flew off.
Yeah, that sign, please secure your eyeglasses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my glasses aren't going to fly off.
Yeah. They came off. But yeah, it's like the classic motorcycle glasses.
I
the
want you to go to
strap-on
Kings Island
goggles.
wearing goggles, please.
Ski goggles.
Yeah.
Don't you have the? We had a bacon party this weekend. That was exciting. The dogs love that. Don't you have goggles to fry bacon?
No, I have just work. Just the
Safety
plexiglass safety glasses.
Yeah. You put those on when you're frying bacon.
Talk to any ER doctor. They've treated
Bacon grease in the eye.
Bacon grease eye. It's very common, especially on Sunday mornings. And I really enjoy the occasional roller coaster, but so they're saying keep your mouth shut or you may swallow a cicada.
Yeah.
Yeah, lawyers are also saying if you get caught stealing at Kings Island, to keep your mouth shut too.
Oh, okay.
That's what.
Because you don't want to be a wretch.
Yeah. Give a song, Pat.
I could sing something for you if you'd like.
I'd love it.
Hello, summer, my old friend. It's nice to feel the sun again. But what are these scary bugs creeping? There's no way that I am sleeping. And the sound goes from the trees into my brain. Such a pain. Yes. The sound of cicadas. Can't sleep when I hit the hay. I bought a handgun and bug spray. In my lawn they're crawling on my feet. I need a double dose of extra DEET. Or a siren, a fire truck inside my brain. Or a big jet plane. To drown out the sound of cicadas.
Oh, my.
Nice.
There they are.
That's the cicada sound.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced this, varying levels of sound, and they're really creepy looking.
Check local listings, yeah.
Yep.
We've kind of dodged the bullet.
Depends where you are.
Sure.
And I remember the first huge wave of it was a different brood. They were the really big ones, and the high decibel level, and they were around for a month or so, really creepy. And every TV channel had some guest chef cooking them.
You wouldn't eat one?
No thanks.
Yeah.
They have those weird eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
almost like
shell, real crunchy.
they're bug eyes.
So you don't want to swallow them. Can you imagine you're screaming "Wah!" on the roller coaster and you get one down your throat?
No, you could choke on it.
Yeah.
You would absolutely choke on it. It's too big to swallow.
Tastes like chicken. I ate them at Woodstock '99.
We got a letter. Speaking of chicken, do you remember what we were talking about for a little bit on, I think it was last week, things left in a minivan? I once left a 6-pound bag of frozen chicken breast in the back of my family minivan.
Oh.
That's because we had a story about a guy, a funeral director, actually going to jail. Among other crimes, he left a corpse inside a hearse.
18 months.
Was it 18 months?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
And it
What
must
was
have
he
been-
stacking on top of? What was he doing?
I assume that was his backup hearse and it was parked. It was parked out back or something.
Man.
But and then he gave the family of that deceased individual a different set of ashes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not Andy Gurk up on their mantle anymore. It's somebody else's body that was. So it's pretty grim. But I was just wondering, the odor must have been bad. But you say after a while it stops?
Yeah, the act of the body decaying, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and then after a while, it is all.
Oh, is that hearse in evidence? Do you suppose?
I don't know. Ugh,
I don't know how.
that's a hard resale.
Yeah, and you have to tell them somebody died in your car
Right.
to resell.
Yeah.
How could it just a car sit anywhere for 18 months? I mean, obviously he didn't drive it, so I don't know why he had it.
Over by our other studio, there's a storage lot, and there are always 30 cars and trucks and vans and RVs just sitting there all the time. And I guess they're being stored there.
Yeah,
I don't think
of course.
some of them look like they've never been moved or driven, so I suppose you could park the hearse at one of those things. And
you ever have a car that had a car cover?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I have one now.
really,
I've never had a
Yeah.
I've never had a car cover. Maybe I should get one. But
I have one. It's called a garage. It's great.
No, you're supposed to put this
got a
You
door.
put the car cover on even in the garage.
even in the garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. When I store my car for the winter, yeah.
Keep the dust out of it?
Yes.
Tell me you're bougie without telling me you're bougie. Well, I put my car cover
On my car for
in
the winter.
when I
Yes.
store it for the winter.
My mother knitted it for me.
Yeah. Boy.
Little car koozie.
That sounds like a loving mother to me. I'm just finishing up Tommy's car cover. It says go out and make it a great fry yay on it. Yes.
Make it a great Munye.
I love him.
Won't you? Coming up, we have
Sports.
mosh pit news. A really odd story coming out of the world of mosh pits.
Shohei Ohtani.
Hey,
Ohtani.
He might be on the towing the slab.
Sandals in the news and
On the
more
bump.
from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share a letter or comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Stuff.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godman.
Hey, Jim.
I mean Pat Godwin. I'm sorry, Patty G.
Easy mistake.
Hey, everybody. There's Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We've got Greg Warren coming up with the Warren Report. I wonder what the subject will be today, Tom.
Maybe it's going to be Champion Windows. Could be, because Champion Windows proud to bring you the Warren Report.
Visit championsavenow.com. That's right.
We've given you some good advice if you happen to be going to Kings Island. What is it? Cicada version 14 or something is invading.
Bird 14, yes.
Getting hit hard.
Keep your mouth shut or wear those masks you've got laying around from COVID.
They're warning people to keep their mouths shut so they don't swallow cicadas as they go flying around. Last time I was on the Beast, I told you I lost my sunglasses. Also, I kind of have to tighten up the old butt crack on those things. I get really...
Now, did you have to go to Lost and Found?
I didn't know that they were gone forever.
Try to find your glasses?
No, I didn't even try.
Oh, I thought you went to Lost and Found for something, and
That was at Disney World.
there was an amazing selection of items.
Yeah, if you want a good laugh, go to Lost and Found at Disney World. I got talking to the person. They said, "Oh yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. I've got a couple of wooden legs back there."
See, that one one really gives me pause because you get off the roller coaster and immediately you're crooked.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
you notice you're
Yeah,
leaning to one? Well, something's wrong.
and those aren't cheap, are they?
No.
I mean,
Well, wooden legs are cheap, I would think.
I mean, they were actually, I'm sure, artificial limbs. But
maybe they were pirates and they didn't want anybody to know.
But she brought out a bag of glasses. I mean, there were 30 of them, and then she goes, "These are from this morning, sir. Are they in here?"
Man, did you find them?
No.
Oh.
No. They get dentures, tons of iPhones and
Toupees.
toupees, all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure what they get at the Kings Island roller coasters, but I'm sure it's plenty of stuff. But anyway, they're advising you to keep your butt cheeks tightened. No, your mouth closed. Right. But I would think goggles would be the way to go.
But they're not worried about your eyes. They're saying
I'd
keep
be
your
worried
mouth
about
shut.
getting a cicada.
I'd be
in the
worried
eye.
about it, yeah.
Yeah.
That might cause a real problem.
No,
I mean, push comes to shove, you could swallow a cicada and it really not hurt you.
I get
In fact, you're
scratched.
eating a cicada. That might make you vomit. But
Ugh.
Yeah. You get the mud vein.
Ugh.
I don't understand that every time, the news, it's like when it snows, they go down to the salt barn, and when the tax time, not so much now, I guess, but they used to go to the post office, and they go to the cicada. All right, the cicadas are coming. Wouldn't you wonder how they would taste at stir fry? No, never did.
Take out the decibel meter.
Yep, go do that.
We've been talking a lot about, speaking of decibels, about the loud peacocks out there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Got this letter from Renee in Port Orange, Florida. I grew up on a farm in Battle Creek, Michigan. We raised peacocks and peahens.
Oh, my.
My father's name was Joe. Relevant because when our peacocks would holler, our neighbors would sometimes call the police, thinking that they were hearing a woman scream. Help, Joe, coming out of the woods. The police thought they were responding to a female being beaten or harmed. After a while, they figured out it was just our peas, the peacocks and the peahens.
You refer to them as peas.
Yeah, apparently.
The peas.
They would,
Black-eyed peas.
Yeah.
They'd fly away about 3 miles to the closest lake in Lake Mary County. My dad would get a call from the country club manager there. We'd have to go try to round up the peacocks. Not an easy feat. That was 50 years ago. I still have a vase full of peacock feathers in my house. I give one feather with an eye to friends for their new homes. My dad used to say, it has to be displayed in your house so God will watch over you.
Oh,
Isn't that sweet?
that is sweet.
Really?
Well, thank you very much, Renee.
God didn't watch over the peacocks because the feathers are there, and there's no bird there to go with them. So, well, you be the judge. You just sound like Help Joe, you think? Help!
No.
Dear God.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That one did.
Yeah, that sounds a little helpish.
Help! Help! Yeah,
That does
all right.
sound helpish.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I was at a family barbecue for Father's Day, and my 14-year-old cousin started selling chocolate bars for a fundraiser.
Sure. Yep.
Business was booming. A gust of wind came out of nowhere and sent his hard-earned cash flying down the driveway.
Oh.
He sprinted after it, heroic and determined, but things got weird. Yes, Tom. Each time he reached a bill, he'd stop, pick it up, wad it into a paper ball, and toss it back on the ground and move to the next one,
That's my
doing the
technique.
same thing. That's your process.
Yeah.
Only after every single dollar was properly balled up did he finally go back and scoop all of them up.
It's logical.
The family looked on.
It happened to me. I was at an ATM. You know the story. It was really windy.
You're insane.
And the money came out, and
Yeah.
I didn't even touch it. It just flew out of the machine and started going, and it was all 20s.
Didn't even touch it.
No,
What made you think to crunch it up like that?
because it was flying away so fast. I think you just crush it. At least it won't.
Catch wind, yeah.
I
Yeah.
am going to try again.
I
In
wanna
the process of grabbing the bills and crushing them up and then dropping them, you realize
Why didn't you just put it in your pocket?
you're
You have them in your
holding
hand.
you're holding the bills before you.
You don't have that
log
kind of
them up.
time.
You don't have that
You
kind
just,
of
you
time.
just got to rush and.
Okay.
right.
The family looked on while my cousin was doing this, laughing and ridiculing his strategy. Not me. I looked on in horror. I said, my God, there's another Griswold in the world. That's from Rick in beautiful Marysville, Ohio. There you
Rick.
And the kid's making money for a charity. Good for him. Selling some delightful
go.
chocolate
Good for
bars.
him. That's right.
That's very nice.
And wadding up the cash
Okay.
like a lunatic.
Well, you know what to do if it ever happens to you.
No, don't do that.
I want to see you in one of those money blowing booths.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like where
Sure.
you see how much you can just watching them grab it and wad it and it fall and blow around again.
Oh, yeah. Can you do that? That'd be fun.
You don't get to keep the money if you just wad it up.
That sounds like a great idea.
Again, it was very windy. It was all blowing toward the street.
Did you get it all back?
Yeah.
Oh.
So your process worked in your
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
It's quick thinking.
And the next person you won't have to think if it ever happens to you.
I've gone to ATMs many times, and the money just hasn't flown out for no reason.
I'm not kidding. It.
The older machines.
This was
kinda-
This was obviously years. That bank isn't even there anymore. Like everything else,
It's a parking lot.
shuttered. Shadoobie. Time to check in with the sporting scene and Chick McGee.
J.J. Spawn, an unforgettable finish in the U.S. Open from Oakmont. Wet and nasty yesterday. 5 players tied for the lead with an hour to go. Spawn delivered 2 shots, now part of U.S. Open history. He hit driver onto the green at the par 4 17th, set up birdie in the lead. Needed 2 putts from 65 feet. Spawn made the longest putt all week at Oakmont for a birdie finish. And a 72, he won by 2 shots over Robert McIntyre. Spawn, the only player to shoot under par yesterday. Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani
is going to be the starting pitcher for the Dodgers tonight against San Diego. Months after the two-way star had elbow surgery, and I don't want to get too complicated about elbow surgery, but the most difficult process is getting the elbows on the right arms. Because of the correct arms. I'm sorry. You got to be careful of that, Tom. You don't want them
swapping them.
You can't switch the elbows. A lot of people swear by that and gives you more strength, but
well, if you switched it, you could swing it away. That'd be cool for dancing.
Sure, there's dancing.
If your elbow went way back like that, that'd be handy. Now, speaking of the rain, if you were watching any of the U.S. Open
at Oakmont, yes,
it looked really unpleasant,
really
hot,
wet,
humid, really wet. Were you ever like at Disney World or Kings Island when it starts raining?
Oh yeah,
yep.
And everybody buys their kids those ponchos.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly you realize it looks like there's been some kind of a toxic spill, and you've got the hazmat crews there, and of course you can't find your kids.
Yeah, because all the kids
look
alike.
Exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the minute that the first drop hits, they have a big barrel full of those that they roll right out in front of the gift shop so that everybody buys one.
Last time I was at Disney World, I was in what's the jungle place called?
Animal Kingdom,
and they
jungle place.
The ones they had, I don't know if they were clear.
Yeah, that's the thing now.
The animals?
No, the ponchos.
The ponchos were clear.
Yeah.
So you could, at least to a degree, distinguish which kids were yours based on what they were wearing before.
Back in the old days, they were yellow,
yeah.
remember?
Yeah,
and had Mickey on them. Now
I'm sure they studied this, but why don't they put like little Mickey ears on top of the ponchos for the kids? Is that cute?
Yeah.
As cute as the day is long.
Yeah.
Right? No?
No, I don't need them.
Have you ever worn a Mickey ear hat?
Sure, of course.
You have? How about
You've
a Goofy?
worn Mickey ears.
Not for an extended period of time.
Will you do me a favor?
There's a photograph of you in Mickey ears.
Probably
we need a picture of you and Mickey. Or a Goofy hat also is. I see Oskay in a Goofy hat. You'd kill it in a Goofy hat.
That'd be a good look for you.
Yeah, I think I could rock that.
Oh yeah. Oi, how you doing? Who's driving? I'm driving. Oh. Where were we? Oh,
we
yes.
We were going to take a short break because we have coming up.
Trade in baseball, we'll talk about it.
Comedian Greg Warren's going to be joining us. Greg's special on television on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel is huge.
The Champ.
Recognized by the New York Times. What was the headline? 1 of 5 comedy specials to watch this summer.
And then they said, of all the comedy stand-up performances they've seen, this is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
They were very complimentary. It is terrific. I highly recommend The Champ on Nate Bargatze's channel with Greg Warren. Looking forward to talking to Greg. Coming up, we have dogs in Major League Baseball and an unusual, really unfortunate fun fact about... Yeah, it's about naming conditions. If you naming a disease or naming an illness or naming a condition, something really cruel that has happened out there in the world. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jeff Oskay. Josh Arnold, gone but not forgotten. There's Christy Lee. Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Tom, and I'm Chick McGee, and I have a question for the room.
Oh, what's wrong?
I got new glasses. Reading glasses. What do you think?
Those are women's frames, my friend.
Pardon me, madam. But could I have a pretzel? Tom gave them as okay.
Yeah, they look like Ray-Bans.
Why are they women's?
Two Buddy Holly.
The shape.
The thicker.
The shape of them look a little
the thicker
feminine.
temple, I guess. Or on my
Do
face,
you have
they
your
look feminine.
others to compare?
No, I don't.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I have to wear these. I left them in
They
somewhere.
look fine.
They look. What, two Clark Kent, Tom, two Buddy Holly. What do you think?
Tortoiselli? Is that?
I think they look fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
They look
What do you
fine.
think, Oscar? Weigh in, pal.
I love it.
You love them?
I love everything about it.
You look. What is the professorial? Is that a word?
That's a good word.
You look.
Sure.
You look like a college professor.
Do you think I walk into a college classroom?
Oh, you could pull it off.
Could I?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Grab
except,
a cardigan. You have got
Oh
one.
yes, there's
Yeah.
McGee. They say he's a closeted homosexual. He's
What?
Yeah, the glasses don't help.
They don't help with the rumors, yeah, boy.
I'm bisexual for starters.
No, you're-
Gentlemen,
yes.
No,
At his
and-
age, he has to buy it.
my pronoun is them.
All of them.
All of them.
His does, D's.
You know, people with multiple personalities refer to themselves as us.
Do they?
Yeah.
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 That's
We're
that's getting complicated in this gender fluid
Yeah,
world.
I know.
You really get confused.
We're going out to dinner.
I can't help but notice that Ms. Jess Hooker has joined us in the studio.
There
Hi.
she is.
And she is wearing an Indiana Fever sweatshirt.
I am.
In the style of
Is it? Chick said it's the Coca-Cola
Yeah.
style.
It
Yeah.
is.
a little bit. Yeah.
And red
Coca-Cola
and
logo.
white.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the game on Saturday.
Had a heck of a time, didn't you?
They are whoever does the overall presentation, brilliant. Every moment is fun.
Good.
Jess, I don't know if you heard, they have scoring.
They have a scoreboard.
They have a
The
scoreboard.
WNBA games
Yeah.
now.
Slow down.
Yeah. I know.
The scoreboard is
Yeah.
so great. It's got all the stats of
You
what's
mean the
happening.
same one they used
You
for
know
the
what?
Pacers games?
They use those. Yeah.
No, they-
NBA does that
No, the
too,
Fever
Tom.
has it.
But the Fever has it.
Yeah, but the Fever-
The
but the-
Fever has
but the
it.
They're
Fever-
letting girls
They're
keep
letting
score
girls.
now.
The,
Yeah.
the Fever has hot chicks, though.
They don't have a chalkboard.
No,
Somebody
no,
just
no. Girls keep score now.
They have my favorite thing though is the Gatling gun
Oh, the
T-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
T-shirt
Oh,
cannon.
those are fun.
They have real T-shirt cannon technology has taken off.
It
Yeah.
really is. I've decided for our next live show, I don't want the Gatling gun version because that you need a larger space.
Right.
But we have got to get a T-shirt cannon.
I say you shoot me in the belly with a T-shirt
No.
cannon on stage. Hang on, and we record it in slow motion like that the big guy that hit the cannonball in his
Yeah.
belly. I that'd be great.
No, I am going to get a T-shirt.
I'm
It's,
looking
it's,
for one.
it's in the budget. But they
T-shirt,
Well, I don't
cannon,
know if-
launcher gun.
Our insurance policy covers that.
I was
so.
just thinking the same thing.
they also have the parachutes from the ceiling coming down.
Those are fun. Yeah.
The whole thing was great. It was a great game.
They aren't cheap, my friend.
$500.
$839.
Oh, almost a
One
rack.
milli.
Wow.
I think you can probably get one slightly used.
I'll skip groceries this week. We'll get one.
You hear that, Tom? I have to skip food.
A T-shirt cannon, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, I found one for $7.99.
There we
Same
go.
one.
There you go.
looking.
Yeah, I keep looking.
Okay. In the meantime, we're going to return to the sports page with Chick McGee.
The Boston Red Sox, I'm doing this story just for Tom. The Boston Red Sox have traded Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants in a big-time deal. The Giants sent right-hander Jordan Hicks, lefty Kyle Harrison, and outfield prospect James Tibbs III.
Call me Mr. Tibbs.
Tibbs, that's exactly right.
Anybody
Call
get that
me.
joke?
I wrote it down. I wrote down Mr. Tibbs
Yeah.
right there so I wouldn't forget. They called him Mr.
Sidney Poitier.
Tibbs. Man, that's a
Good movie.
great movie.
Call me Mr. Tibbs.
Rod Steiger. How about that guy? I bet he's like that all the time.
You think?
You're going to dinner? Oh, yeah. I'll have the lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, that's what we had for dinner last night.
Dinner with Rod Steiger. WNBA last night, we're talking about the Fever. Chicago beat Connecticut 78-66. Atlanta Dream over Washington, and Phoenix beat Las Vegas. And here we go. The Washington Nationals bat-retrieving dog made his major league debut at Nationals Park over the weekend. I am beside myself with excitement. The 21-month-old golden retriever named Bruce fetched the bat during a ceremony before the Nats' 4-3 loss to the Marlins. There he is with his owner. And
good boy.
Good boy. He's going. I have
the
one
bat.
job.
Get the bat.
You know what he's thinking?
What?
This is great. This is great. He's going after the mascot. Oh my God, he's got the mascot by the leg. Oh my
He's
God.
got the bat. He's got the bat. He picks it up.
He picked the bat up. There he goes.
Oh, look at
so I'm
that.
a retriever.
What a good
That's what I
boy.
do.
Oh, look how beautiful that dog is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely coat.
Gorgeous.
Look
Oh, look at him. He's got his little kerchief on.
Look how gorgeous that dog is. That dog's all nice and young, not like my old dog.
Now, remember, we had the not so successful one last year.
Yeah.
Oh, went out and took a dump.
What happened?
It was supposed to be the bad dog, and he remember.
Yeah.
And being a bad dog.
What are we supposed to do when the ladies on the show say things like, he went out and took a dump? What
I've
are we
been in
supposed
here
to
a
do?
long time.
Yeah, I'll have to find the story, but yeah, sad.
Bruce was presented with a commemorative bat, which he then took a somewhat of a complicated route from the dugout toward first base. Nationals reliever, really, Tom? Zach, Brzykky,
Brisky?
dropped the bat in foul territory before the bat dog collected the bat, to the delight of the crowd. Wowed by his work, Bruce retrieved bats the last 2 seasons with the Red Wings. He's worked himself up to the majors.
So does he
That's
do more
exciting.
than one, or does he do the whole game?
Oh, he's got to do it the whole game. Yeah.
No,
That's the
no,
whole
no. It
game?
was just a demonstration.
He's not coming back?
He doesn't do the whole game?
No.
Well,
It would that might take a while, but it was fun.
You train him so he can do the whole game.
yeah.
Well, then maybe they can work on it, but right now, no.
And the crowd went wild when he went out there and took a dump, right, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Well, again, that was last year. I'm trying to find that story.
And you know what else? I'm sorry, but do we have any video of the presidential race that they hold at the Washington Nationals Park? It's like Washington and Roosevelt and
like mascots?
yeah, like they have the sausage race in Milwaukee,
Right. Yeah.
and they do the same thing with presidents, and they have big presidents' heads, and they're running after each other. It's very fun.
Do we know who won?
We don't know who won the race, but
No, I was saying earlier that I want to get a T-shirt gun for our next live show.
yeah.
The Gatling gun one's $4,300.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And that one, it shoots
It's-
multiple T-shirts.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
A California woman allegedly used a T-shirt gun. This is from the smoking gun to launch drugs into a prison.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Prison personnel at North Fork Correctional Center in Oklahoma witnessed the incoming packages and intercepted them.
Oh my goodness!
Authorities allege the packages contained methamphetamines, marijuana, cell phones, tobacco, earbuds, chargers, and digital scales. And I
she
just
was
hope
busy.
I just hope those were the Raycon earbuds, preferred by prisoners everywhere. That's pretty funny. Pretty smart using a T-shirt gun. But yeah, we got to get a T-shirt gun.
Oh, my God.
We got a new T-shirt in the works, by the way.
Good.
We'll get to that coming up in a week or two.
I
We'll have
believe
that
we
up.
do have the presidential race.
Oh,
there
there
they
they
are. It looks like Lincoln and
Oh, my
Teddy Roosevelt. Here they come.
The big heads.
There's Washington. Roosevelt out in the lead.
Oh,
Lincoln
gosh.
closing quickly. Washington
FDR
bringing up
lags
the rear.
behind.
And I don't know who the last guy is.
Who are these?
Anybody want to guess who the fourth guy is?
Jackson. Yeah.
Is it Jackson?
Oh, does it say on the back?
Jefferson? Oh, I don't,
Jefferson wasn't.
no.
Looks like.
Oh, it might be one of our unsung presidents, Benjamin Franklin. That's right.
Yeah, he's a great.
Oh, Washington wins, followed by Lincoln. Boy, look at that head. Okay. Let's see. Thousands of cyclists stripped down to their birthday suits in my favorite city on the face of the earth, London, England, for the annual Naked Bike Ride. According to the Daily Mail, participants were encouraged to be as bare as you dare in an effort to celebrate.
It's good, though. It distracts from their teeth.
That's not on the bingo card.
Always the shot.
Not.
No English teeth. No.
By the way, make sure you wear socks.
Why's
What?
that?
Yeah, you tuck your balls into them. You don't want those getting caught in the chain. If you're a man of a certain age.
Boy, my balls would be like perched up on the seat. I know. Yeah, I know they would be. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
You really riding a bicycle naked? That's just where do you put
There
the
you
sack?
go.
Yeah. Where do you put your bangers and mash?
Yeah. By the way, you notice it's like 99% guys. Yeah, it's all dudes.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a girl in. Oh,
Where?
Good Lord.
Right in the middle.
Look at
She has a hat on.
look at this guy over here on the right with the ass crack.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is some crack.
They're
They
all
had their
completely nude. Yeah.
sunscreen on.
That's not a schwinn. It's a schwing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, backpacks and stuff. That's how they carry their stuff.
No, so I said stiff upper lip. It's an old British saying, you see.
That has to happen, I bet. Somebody had a
I doubt it.
unwanted erection.
Yeah.
They happen on accidental boners all the time.
Is there a guy that calls him? Is there? I wonder if at a bachelor party in England or a bachelorette party,
Yes.
can you hire a guy that calls himself Jack the Stripper?
That's absolutely guaranteed.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That'd be someone has to have thought of that. It's kind of a really aggressive stripper.
Yeah.
A lot of strip.
Really aggressive.
Pulls out a knife.
Knock, knock, knock. I heard there was a woman here who wants to get married. I'm Jack the Stripper.
And they have signs for the ladies. Seriously.
What?
Yeah.
It says mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
It's an English tube joke, you see.
Mind the gap.
There are signs saying mind the gap.
So you don't step through
The implication being the gap being her vaginal area, Christy.
Yeah, I understand.
We got it.
It was tasteless, but we got it.
Actually,
If
this
you want to
is,
taste, how do you
No,
make
no.
it taste your? Now there's a recipe for you.
this is Christy's
And then a
house.
hot tub. That's good.
New spray on.
This is Christy's fault. You talking that way? She started it with the dog went out there and took a dump.
Yeah, it's my fault.
That's
Yeah.
plain speaking show now, I guess. Evidently.
May I interrupt your sports for a
I
sports
wish
story?
somebody would. Yeah.
We'd like to congratulate Christian Rasmussen because he's in the Java House car, finished third at the Bommarito 500 last night.
Ba, ba, ba,
He
ba,
had an
Bommarito.
amazing race. Like, went up 22 spots, was passing right and left. He had a real shot at winning. First podium for him. Congratulations. Of course, Kyle Kirkwood was the winner. And then our friend Pato Award, your neighbor, was second.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In the Java House car, number 3. That's awesome.
And fortunately, Joseph Newgarden had a scary crash, but he walked away. He's fine. But
Do you think you and Pato Award, do you think you guys are friends?
Do you see him out there?
I've met him a couple times. I see his dogs almost every day.
Does he talk to you?
He doesn't walk his dogs. It's the two ladies.
Do you think he walked his dogs before
He
he
has
saw
two
you
ladies.
walking your dog?
And the two ladies speak absolutely no English. That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
We have a lot of fun.
Well,
Yeah.
You have a lot of fun, right?
You don't know what they're saying about you?
you
No,
realize the louder and slower you speak English, everyone will understand.
No, we have to have fun.
We have fun.
We have fun, huh?
Once again, I'd like to get their take on this.
Yeah, I would too. I have no idea.
Crazy man, come down here, yell
Did
at
they
us.
teach you the word for poop in Spanish?
No, they probably say Diablo Blanco.
Is that white devil?
White devils, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's White Devil, all right.
I want to get back to these naked bicycle rides.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, mind the gap.
Yeah.
Can you put the photo? Are they wearing helmets?
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are.
One lady
yeah.
was wearing a hat.
They have those. They have the helmets that you can put hats over now. Have you seen that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's like a sun hat that fits
Oh.
right over your
Oh.
helmet.
Oh, that makes
cool.
sense.
Yeah, it's cute.
Good idea.
Nobody looks good in a bike helmet. They haven't got those like.
Well, and the thing, and you can't
fashionable.
tell who people are in bike helmets.
What do you mean, like minorities and things?
No, like my friends who
black folk.
bike, who cycle, they'll go, oh, I went by your house. I go, well, I didn't see you. Well, because all the bikers look
Were they
like
clothed?
bikers. Yes, they're clothed.
Not a muffy on a huffy, if you will.
I don't know if those bike riders are like us or not. Hang on a second.
Naked bike riding, the big one in the United States is in Philadelphia, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's a huge one, yeah.
You have a song about that?
No, I don't. Tom and I were just talking.
Isn't it true that that's where they came up with the Philly cheesesteak after watching
Yeah.
a woman?
No,
on-
that was the Big Montana.
Oh, the Big Montana. Have you
From
heard
That was a
about
loose
that?
meat sandwich from Idaho that was inspired by that.
When the
You've
ladies
seen-
are doing a naked bike ride, does it sound like a man walking through
You got
car
this.
wash?
3 inches of water and galoshes?
Oh,
No, I think they say it sounds like you're stirring macaroni and
yeah.
cheese. Yeah.
macaroni and cheese.
Oh, God.
You made it worse.
Actually, no.
You're
Actually,
welcome. You're
well,
welcome.
No, that's preferred. Actually,
Okay, thank you very much. What's coming up?
God.
Coming up in sports.
oh, that's interesting.
lunch.
Yeah. More sports coming up, including let's see, a baseball pitcher who has to change his laces in his shoes after every inning. What? And how much money did J.J. Spawn make yesterday? I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay, looking forward to that. Also, we have coming up in the news, We have an update on Daddy Hole Road.
Tom. Daddy Ho.
Daddy Hole.
No.
The Daddy Hole.
Say it right.
Daddy
Daddy
Ho.
Ho.
Daddy Holt Road.
Daddy Ho. Daddy Ho. Mama Ho, too.
Mama.
Family Ho.
I'm a big hoe.
Family Ho. Okay, thank you very much. This will land somewhere in a wastebasket. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More of the show is on the way. You can find us on X at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Update.
Hello, Jeff Oskey.
Yes.
There's Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Yes, hello, Tom. Update.
Yeah, the story about the dog making his major league debut, the golden retriever.
The bat dog.
The bat dog.
Bruce.
Yeah, this is. I was remembering another story. This is from Sports Illustrated. A minor league baseball team welcomed their new bat dog. Unfortunately, according to Sports Illustrated, Lucy May, the beautiful dog, for the single A team, the Clearwater Threshers, was having a little problem. She got distracted, ran out to the infield.
Well, there's grass.
Sniffed here and there, and then squatted down and pooped.
So are we keeping track? So that's 2 now, right?
Or is that the story you were looking for?
This is the one I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
The memorable.
She got
scene.
to keep her job. I did that here, and I got written up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
man.
you didn't get promoted.
He's a real go-getter. He doesn't he doesn't stop for anything.
According to this news account in Sports Illustrated, it drew, quote, an enormous response from the stands.
Of course it did.
The crowd is going wild, reported one spectator. So
And the crowd goes wild.
Bat Boy does that in the outfield, doesn't go viral.
Oh, it'd go viral.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fetish, you know.
Oh,
Gonna
no.
say.
Okay, I'm sorry I brought it up.
What, dumping in the outfield?
Just dumping in general. Remember that?
Yeah, let's just move forward here.
You remember that. You know, I shut my eyes. I can still see it.
All right, okay, let's just go move forward.
What?
Don't continue. I'm sorry I brought it up. It was a fun story.
I can't wait till the commercial.
Oh, yeah. A pitcher for the Arkansas Razorbacks, Gabe Geckel. Gabe Geckel. During his first college baseball game of the College World Series, the right-handed pitcher's shoelaces became an issue during the 5th inning because of his unique follow-through. The first ever shoelace delay in the history of the College World Series has been going on for 77 years. Geckel was supposed to be one of the rotation for the Razorbacks during the 25 college baseball season. He did okay, 1.97 ERA, but as you'll see, his foot,
Oh, wow.
his what do they call it? He's a right-handed pitcher, so his right-handed foot,
That's right.
Exactly.
it drags the shoelace almost flat to the ground, so you can see how it would rough up his shoelace. He almost has to change shoelaces every inning.
I don't think my foot would go like that.
I don't think it would either. I don't think a ballerina's foot goes like that.
That's really impressive.
What about that?
That's a good. It looks like a ballerina up on her toes.
Yoga.
Yeah, it's flat against the ground, so he drags it along.
Yeah. What do you think about the pants? How those pants fit him, ladies? What do you think about that?
Oh, well, I wasn't really looking, but
Wasn't
now,
Check that out.
yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
There's
Just fine.
a little bit of separation down there, isn't there?
All right.
He's in college.
Does look like
So,
No college boys? No.
Yeah. No, I don't skew that way.
I don't ski that way.
Skew.
she said
Skew.
skew.
Oh, I thought you said ski.
I thought you said screw.
I think we just came up with a new term. If you're not into something, I don't ski that
You
way.
don't ski that way?
Yeah.
How about that?
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah, come on.
No?
No,
No?
not going to take off.
No. Okay.
Is it
confusing.
because you respect skiing
That's
so
correct,
much?
yes.
Is that
Yes.
right? Okay.
Do you water ski still?
I haven't in ages. I used to all the time.
Yeah.
And walk us through your water skiing process, Tom.
When I was a little boy, I would be water skiing in Little Traverse Bay in Lake Michigan, and I would wear socks.
And why was that?
Because Mr. Dalton across the street had played the movie The Gill Man for us, better known as Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, right.
Joanne Dalton's father.
I was absolutely terrified that there were creatures swimming down there that were going to come up and grab my foot and pull me in. So I figured if I had socks on, the creature would swim away with a sock.
I love kid logic. I love kid logic.
I'm totally
like that.
serious.
Yeah.
However, the sock would give the gill man better grip, I would think, on your.
Or he'd be even more double pissed, and he'd come after you because he didn't get you the first
Or he'd put the socks on.
Oh, yeah.
Those webbed feet.
You know how easy pulling off a wet sock is.
Again, when you're 6,
Right, exactly.
the logic. I saw some crazy things out there. I remember one time I'm water skiing and you're flying behind the boat. This is great. And you ski over a dead deer.
What?
Yeah. The deer, they say, would see the lights of Charlevoix.
Deer floating?
They'd start swimming and they would drown.
Oh. You could have kept that story to yourself.
Deer carcass, but then of course you fall, and you're thinking, "Oh my God, I'm 100 feet from a dead floating deer.
I'm up to my neck in deer."
Decedent. No, at our lake house, before the kids go down the slide, I have to go down and make sure there's nothing floating, and it's kind of like get a stick and push it on down river before they hit a dead raccoon that's floating or a carp or something.
Gross.
Oh.
Man.
Yikes.
And that's why I don't swim in lakes. Ugh.
Yeah.
No kidding.
No sharks.
As the oldest cousin, I would go to the bottom and pull up as much seaweed as I could and wrap it around my head and come up and scare all the little kids.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, I was horrible to them. I would get in the water and hide under the dock. And then when they would get in, I would grab their feet.
God. See, that's why I was terrified.
Yeah.
That's
you guys
great.
don't know this, but you're in the presence of the third-ranked tuber for the Midwest United States. Right,
Really?
Right over here. Yeah.
Wow.
She was world-ranked. Yeah,
Yes.
it's unbelievable.
Now, this will date me, but when I was a kid, when we would go tubing, it was really a truck tire
Sure.
tube.
Yeah.
And it had that.
Oh, wow.
A huge spindle that they
You didn't want to
use.
sit on that side.
Yeah.
And the thing was like 6 inches long.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that called?
Will you stop doing that with your hand?
This?
The nozzle, I don't know what it's called.
Making you horny.
right?
It's what you used to
It's the
put
fill,
air in it.
Yeah.
fill valve.
But it would
Yeah.
stab you as you were being.
Yeah.
Then fortunately, they got a little more advanced and they made them specifically for the purposes of towing behind a boat.
Yeah, they put handles on them.
Would you like to do a little bit of Today in History?
Sure, why not?
Heck yeah! Let me see if I can get it. Hey,
Put our
here we
thinking
go.
caps on.
Put your thinking caps on. Who's going to get embarrassed today for their lack of knowledge?
Me, go ahead.
Today in history. Here's
Haven't looked.
It is
Tom.
okay. It's okay to be ignorant of these things. I'll make this an easy one. Christy Lee.
Yeah.
Says the guy who has all the answers in
Right
front
in
of him.
front of them.
Yeah.
I'm
benefits of a classic.
I'm apologizing. I would not have known this. 1884, the first roller coaster in America opened where?
Sure.
Coney Island.
Very good.
That was just a guess.
Well, it's the first amusement
Well, yeah,
park,
it was-
wasn't it?
Was it?
Ever?
I didn't say it was tough.
Was it the Blue Streak? Was
We
it-
had roller coasters in the news this morning. Kings Island once again is asking people on their roller coasters to close their mouths because of the cicada swarms. And
They
I'm
are
suggesting
inundated with
I say
cicadas.
take goggles.
Yeah.
You don't get one in the eye.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Oh God.
That's.
I mean, ask any motorcyclist. You've got a motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
You ever get a bug in your mouth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's
It'll
awful.
change the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like that'd be like a BB coming in your mouth.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, hitting the back of your. No, that's not good either.
Sorry.
Never mind, Tom. Go ahead.
Henry Ford incorporated the Ford Motor Company in the state in 1903.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Remember, you can have any color Model T you'd like as long as it's black.
In 1935, the United States Congress accepted FDR's New Deal. There was some confusion. The radios weren't very good that way. A lot of people thought they were talking about a nude deal, and they said, "Hey, thumbs up!
Yeah.
We want some. We want some skin, even if we're in a wheelchair."
Skin to win. Even if we're in a wheelchair.
Okay,
You
this
didn't
is
have to throw that in.
this is for you, Miss Hooker.
Okay.
In 1960, this Alfred Hitchcock movie premiered, and it featured.
That was the year my dad was born.
Okay.
I'm going to
Featured.
say, who did it feature?
What did it feature?
It featured a famous shower scene.
Oh, Psycho.
easy.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah.
That was not. I thought that was earlier than that.
Didn't she like struggle to shower after that?
Yeah.
Like got
think
like
so.
it really
Really
messed
goes
with
bad.
her
The
filming that.
Yeah.
And apparently Hitchcock did not. It was cold water,
Yes.
ice cold
Right.
water. So that's one of the reasons.
For the shock value, yeah.
And she
I
was
think-
screaming.
and the
so
blood
loud.
was what, Cairo syrup or something?
Yeah.
No, the black Hershey syrup, I think. Black.
Oh, okay. The movie Grease opened in 1978, which was interesting because it just showed what the 50s were really like when all the high school kids were in their 40s.
Yeah, they really grew up.
Brusha, 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 brusha.
I know that whole soundtrack.
Brusha, brusha. Oh, yeah.
It's not a
yeah,
bad
we all grew
soundtrack.
up on
Yeah.
that. Except for Tom. He's never seen it.
What?
Nope.
You've never seen Grease.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
with
the
you.
dumb musicals you like, and you haven't seen
yeah.
Grease.
Every woman has Grease memorized.
Certainly
all
We
the
do,
time.
yeah,
yeah.
we did. It's a
That and
sleepover
Mamma Mia.
staple. Yeah.
a lesser movie.
Grandma's here.
Not that one.
That's Mamma Mia, too.
Cher,
one
right? That's
doesn't
Mamma
count.
Mia, too.
That
Mamma
Mamma
Mia
Mia
2
2
doesn't count.
It's like Godfather 3?
Yes.
I had no idea.
It's only Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia.
1980, the Blues Brothers movie premiered in Chicago on this date.
Boy, oh boy, I might get in. That's a bad movie.
Oh, there's so
Have
many
you ever
great
tried
scenes.
to watch it? Oh, man.
The musical artists make it.
Sure, but
Second half.
Just listen
all
to the soundtrack.
crashes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit,
yeah, listen.
Even
yeah,
the
skip
second,
movie.
the second one is really awful, but the music is great.
Yeah.
What is it, Blues Brothers 2000 or something?
Something like John Goodman's
They
in
got
that.
the kid and ugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the blues boy or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
but the sound, the music is great. Happy birthday, Geronimo, famous Apache leader.
You know, you can't keep Geronimo in an airplane. Did you
No,
know that? No, he won't. He keeps jumping out. Tom.
What would he say if he were parachuting?
Oh, he screams
Okay.
me. Yeah. Me. How did it get started that you yell Geronimo when
how
you
did
do
that
that?
happen?
How did that start?
That's a great question.
You know?
I will find that out for you.
Because it's. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate
It's
that.
a fair
That's
question.
a great question.
Usually you ask things that are unreasonable and yet ignorant and stupid.
good.
But that was
What
a
do you
good
think
question.
Geronimo's pronouns were?
Oh my God.
Probably I'm a badass.
Yeah, probably.
Be careful. Happy birthday, the Southpaw Phil Mickelson.
Lefty? They call him Lefty?
And then Tupac Shakur, born in this state in 1971. I'm surprised he didn't just go with one name.
Tupac?
A lot of people just called
think
him
he
Tupac.
does.
Yeah.
There aren't any other Tupacs out there.
The tradition of shouting Geronimo when jumping out of a plane traces back to World War II paratroopers.
I feel like I'm on hold at a major bank or something. The way she, here's a fun fact. While you're,
I like that.
Your call is important to us.
But the roots go back even further to a bit of Wild West legend. Mm-hmm. Apparently, in 1940, the U.S. Army was training its first paratroopers. During their training, a group of soldiers decided to ease their nervousness by honoring a well-known Apache leader, Geronimo, who was a symbol of courage and fearlessness. So the night before, some soldiers went to a nearby cinema, saw a film called Geronimo. Later, over drinks, they decided to use the term
Geronimo.
when they jumped
Question
out of the plane.
answered.
There you go.
Good to know. Thank you very much.
Before that, it was B. Arthur, because she was a badass.
Yeah, that was
B. Arthur!
that was a mouthful going down.
Yeah. Mess with her.
Coming up, we have
Give her a reason. Oh,
we have mosh pit update. We have a manure truck,
In the news.
liquid manure truck. You guess what happened? And an update on Daddy Hole Road.
Daddy Ho!
Daddy Ho Road.
It's all coming up from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment to share? Text us at 888-262-8661. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The hot boom, baby.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
Hello, Jeff Oskey.
Hello, sir.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Ace Cosby's over there.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee, and hello, Tom.
Learned a lot this morning, including Chick asked the question. Christy gave him the answer.
Yes, sir.
The shouting of Geronimo's name while jumping out of airplanes involves the actual the paratrooper training just before World War II. And the U.S. Army guys had seen the Western film Geronimo
Right.
the night before, and one of them was kind of frightened. Apparently, a Private Aubrey Eberhart. He was being razzed by his buddies, And he said he wasn't scared. He was going to prove it by shouting Geronimo when he leaped from the plane, and it stuck.
Yep.
It's now part of contemporary culture to this day.
Shows that you're brave and fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if a Native American would be jumping out of a plane, do they yell Custer? I don't know. Anyone?
Custer.
I don't know.
Hey, wait a minute. That wouldn't be the way to go.
No.
I'm so sorry. Have we completed our sports
Well,
broadcast?
wait a minute. I'm looking as to who is starring in Geronimo in 1939. I'm sure it wasn't a Native American portraying Geronimo. Is my point. Oh, you know who was in Geronimo?
Who?
Andy Devine was in Geronimo. He played a character called Sneezer. Hey, Sneezer, what's for dinner? Oh, we got beans again.
You do not want a guy cooking named Sneezer.
No, you don't.
I remember the first time I was at a buffet and I heard someone refer to that thing as a sneeze shield, and I suddenly went, "Wait a minute! They named it that for a reason. Avoid the Thousand Island dressing."
Could have been the demise of the salad bar.
Do they have them anywhere anymore?
Yes, I just drove past a Pizza Hut that said the salad bar is back, and I was in Rushville, Indiana.
What?
Really?
So there you go.
That's
Right.
exciting.
Yep.
Man,
There's
man.
one.
Hometown of Jessica Alsman.
What about Ruby Tuesday? They still have a salad bar?
I don't know.
Are there still a Ruby Tuesdays?
I don't know. I haven't seen one in
I
a
just
long
drove by
time.
Fridays right near my house, and guess what?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
know.
leveled.
The building is
Yeah.
gone.
I saw that Friday.
Whoa.
What'd they do with all that junk hanging from the ceiling?
They gave it back to Grandma.
Took it to Cracker Barrel? I don't know.
Cracker Barrel's kind of remodeled as well, the one by my house, and they've lightened up the junk.
It's very modern.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the
They
junk
still have
already.
rocking
I know.
chairs, don't they? They still have the
Yeah, they
rocking
do have the
oh,
rocking
you
chairs.
can't
Did they have
go there.
And the checkers.
Fridays didn't even have a sale to buy all the crap hanging from the ceiling.
What do they
They
call that?
didn't?
I don't know.
What's the stuff that they would on their
Flare.
That's
Flare.
what they would wear. Okay, on their
Shirts,
We
yeah.
got to talk about your flair.
Let's move forward. Now, have we completed what we call a sports broadcast?
Finally, how much did J.J. Spawn win cash-wise for capturing the victory at the U.S. Open? $4.3 million.
Whoa.
What he pocketed yesterday. Second place, $2.3 million. Third place, $1.4 million. Fourth place, just over $1 million, Tom.
Wow.
Maybe you should take golfing up again.
No.
You were pretty good, weren't you?
No, I was never any good.
Right until you threw your clubs into the lake.
A club or two.
Do you remember what you said before you
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
I have a question. I have a girl question about this.
Okay.
Why were there so many players so emotional during this tournament?
The guy who won it.
No, I mean like anger. Like, is it that hard? Does it make them that?
The course was really
like Rory threw a couple of just tomahawked.
At
some
one point,
clubs.
none of them were under par.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
it's just it's that hard. That's what I'm asking.
Well, the conditions were so terrible. It was
it was rain and
nonstop rain, humid. It was awful.
Kind of a mess.
And there was a guy who destroyed one of the locker rooms. Like,
Oh,
got
I missed
so
that
angry.
part.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
They said they're the beautiful wooden lockers, and they were over 100 years old, and he destroyed them. Yeah, yeah, kind of wild.
Well, if that had happened at the Masters, he would have been summarily executed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take it very seriously.
Right there at the 18th.
And was
green.
this where the guy got the albatross?
Yes, I forget his
Yeah.
name right now.
That's an incredible
Which is
thing.
what?
Three
under on
a five, a par five, 663 yard hole. He had a
got a two.
He got a deuce.
Got a two.
Shot
That's
a deuce.
nuts.
Doesn't happen very often.
That sounds like something
cool.
I'd shoot on a 5 yard, a 600 par five because
Is that right?
I'd say put me down for a 2.
I got a shot of 4. Put me down for a 2.
I said put me down for a 2 unless I put you down 6. You know what I mean?
Under. Feet under.
Now, it's time for us to move over to...
Hang on. Scotty Scheffler's 7th place, tied for 7th, $681,000.
We get it. They all got paid a lot of money. You don't have to read every one. Guy that came in 40th.
John Rahm, 680.
Boring. Okay.
Brooks Koepka.
No one cares.
400,000.
Okay. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have we missed?
British officials say an unusual road sign in Torquay has been reportedly
hang on.
stolen.
Where?
Torquay.
Torquay.
You know the way to Torquay?
Do you know
the
way to Torquay?
Torquay.
Reportedly stolen by souvenir hunters. We talked about this last week. Counselor Nick Bai said street signs on Daddy Hole Road have disappeared and been replaced twice in this term of office. Mr. Bai said during a cabinet meeting, quote, why does it get taken away so frequently? Who knows? But according to the BBC, of course, the unusual name is said to come from the old Devon usage of the word daddy as a reference to the devil, which is how the word devil, daddy hole came to be. Has nothing to do with, you know what? Apparently, legend has it, the devil lived in a cave at the base of the cliffs.
And it's promoting...
which were formed when a chunk of limestone fell into the sea, creating the daddy hole.
Huh.
It's promoting prostate cancer tests.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daddy hole, if you're over 40.
Have your daddy hole checked.
Talked about having your daddy hole checked.
Jess, I don't know if you saw, so that people will stop stealing the sign, they're changing the name of the road to Mom's a Slut.
Doesn't have the ring that Daddy Hole.
Now, I found this just for Chick.
Okay.
This Daddy Hole is the real name of a place in England.
Right.
This is charmingly odd British towns names.
Oh, yeah, and you can take a tour of them. Yeah.
There's one called Upton Snodsbury.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite near North Piddle.
Oh.
There's a place called Puckle-Church.
Puckle-Church?
I like that.
Puckle?
I prefer piddle for if I'm going. I need to piddle is what I'll
really?
say. I
Yeah,
go to
you
the
and my
bathroom.
grandma.
Yeah. All right. I'm Granny's going to go piddle.
There's a town called Barton in the Beans.
Is there any snatchers cleft in that list?
There's a place called Droop in Dorset, UK. There's also a Droop, West Virginia.
You haven't found the city called Shidington? But it's not pronounced that way?
I haven't seen Shidington yet.
Oh, they say it the other way?
Mm-hmm.
There's Diddling, which is where my sister lives.
Really?
Diddling?
I bet she does.
Didling,
She
Diddling.
spends a lot of time in diddling.
There's Climping.
Climping?
Which does sound like a sex move.
Yeah.
They were climping, and we had to get a suture kit.
Sounds like something you do to your hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I climped.
There's a place called Nether Wallop.
Huh.
Got me right in my nether wallops.
This is funny because this predates the digital age. There's a town in England near the River Asker. The town is called Uploaders.
Oh. That is predating all the...
Near Asker?
There's Crudwell, where the crud is stored. Puddletown.
I'm going to Puddletown.
There is a town on the coast of Devon called Westward Ho, which I think is a movie. There's a place called Mudford Sock, which sounds like a band.
Yeah.
The
Mudford Sock.
Mudford Sock Brothers. Yeah.
In North Yorkshire, there's a town called Blubberhouse, which sounds like a
Fatties.
yeah whorehouse for fatties.
Oh.
Or a house for fatties.
And in Lincolnshire, southwest of Humby, there is a town called Bitchfield.
Really?
I got a couple
Hey.
nominations. Yeah. Somebody wants to move to Bitchfield. Could we get on that?
How about Papelwick?
Oh,
That's sweet.
that sounds fun. That's
Papelwick sounds.
That's how where your grandpa would have.
Yeah.
And lastly, near Fakenham in Norfolk, there is a town called Great Snoring.
Did you everyone hear him pronounce Norfolk?
Oh, I did.
Isn't he something?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, they don't pronounce it that way if you're from there or if you're there and they're talking about it.
Yeah.
They embrace the other.
They do.
Oh, okay.
I see. Right now, it's time to mention our friends in the world of earbuds.
Everyday audio from Raycon, but this is no everyday audio. Enjoy premium audio that goes where you do. And Raycon has been updated. A 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once. And Raycon has the quick charge function, which just might be witchcraft. 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. Plus, Raycon's has active noise cancellation, and they start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon's come in all the colors forest green, royal blue, cool mint, deep red, blush, violet. And Raycon also has 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon, 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick. Coming up, we have more dogs in the news. We have a truck full of liquid manure.
Ugh.
Something bad happens to it. We have interesting news if you're a heavy metal mosh pit person. You'll be glad to know. Plus, comedian Greg Warren will be joining us. Greg has a great new television special out there on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel called The Champ. I give it a triple thumbs up if I had an extra hand. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Got a letter here. It's going to be great. Hello, Christy.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker's here. Hello.
That's Jeff Oskey.
Jeff Oskey. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hi, Tom.
We're going to check in with Greg Warren.
No, he can wait. I got a letter.
Sorry. There's Greg. Hey, Greg, how are you?
Hey, how you guys doing? I understand Chick's got a letter.
Very excited about it.
I was complaining, Greg. I don't know where you stand on this, but I think you're much like me, a strong American male. I don't approve of flip-flops, sandals, or anything of that nature unless you can stick your feet in sand within 2 steps. You
On
understand?
a man.
You understand? On a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is from Jason, and he lives in St. Louis, oddly enough.
I know this guy.
Dear Chick, heard your comment about men in sandals. I work in the biggest beer factory in St. Louis. I wear sandals every day. ... We go to all caps. What's it to ya?
Whoa.
Them's fighting words. Well, it gets
Yeah.
worse. I wear them so much, my nickname at work is Flip Flop.
Oh.
I actually wore them to a meeting one time. My boss gave me a really hard time about it. I went and put my boots on, and that's when I came back, and everyone started calling me Flip Flop.
That's my congressman's name.
Flip Flop? Oh. That was 10 years ago, and Flip Flop has stuck. Love the show. P.S. Go Cowboys.
Oh, right at the end.
What am I supposed to do?
Right at the end.
Oh, this guy just...
He
can you
is
believe it?
bleeding.
Chick, I think I know what this is.
Okay.
This is if it's obviously it's Anheuser-Busch. If it's
Right, sure.
yeah, and some time ago the Bush family let go of that company and sold it to the Belgians.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine that has something. The Anheuser-Busch family would not have allowed some guy running around in flip-flops on the line.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
right?
but you drop a keg on your foot in sandals, see you later.
Right?
This is the Belgian influence, and I don't like it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
St. Louis. Yeah.
Greg, I was mentioning you're of a great comedy show out there. It's on Nate Bargatze's network. It's called The Champ. Stellar. If I had 3 hands, I'd give it 3 thumbs up. But you'll have to settle for 2. The New York Times, when not cheating on crossword puzzles,
Oh, boy.
and a few saw connections this weekend. I've got to find out who that is and do some strangling.
Oh, gosh.
We have the New York Times said one of the 5 comedy shows to watch this summer. Isn't that nice?
Really?
Yeah.
That is nice.
It's a great thing, and Greg is so funny. And Greg, we're really pleased that you called today. Have you been doing one of your famous deep dives?
Yes, I have, Tom. I thought it was about time we took a look into coconuts.
Oh, all
I love
right.
a good coconut.
Yeah. Pat, you're a fan?
Huge fan.
Of the coconut bra?
All of it. I use coconut milk in my. Yeah, I like
You know
that.
Christy, let's get to that right away.
All right.
The coconut bra,
Yeah.
not traditional Hawaiian attire.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, I know. There's probably some guy that's right now like, you shut up. You shut up right now. They wore those. They've been wearing those for thousands of years, and they wear grass skirts, and they've always wore grass skirts, and they're attracted to fat, white American men that wear colorful shirts.
That's right.
Since the beginning of time. Yeah, I saw some headline that I think some people think that it's, I don't know. You wouldn't call it appropriation. It would be forcing some false thing onto their culture. But I saw this headline. It said, "It's time to throw away the coconut bras and the grass skirts." And there's a bunch of guys like, yeah, man, throw them away. Then they'd be naked. 2% of injuries in Papua New Guinea Provincial Hospital were caused by falling coconuts.
Oh my gosh.
2.5%, actually. Sorry. Isn't that when like somebody gets a good idea in a cartoon?
Yeah.
It falls on their head. Boing.
Yeah, it falls on their head, and they sort of really change the way they look at the world.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, changes their whole personality. Is what I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it's very dangerous to go harvest the coconuts. I saw this article about how to climb a coconut tree. You should do it barefoot. You should have a cloth like figure 8 that goes around your ankles to keep your feet together. And here's the last point on that. Don't show off.
Yeah, that's good advice.
You might think you're doing real well, but don't get sassy about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
There's several episodes I've seen on Maldives' funniest home videos where some goes like, "Look, no hands," and then
clunk
doesn't.
Right.
Coconut grenades were a weapon used in World War II by the Japanese, in which a coconut was filled with items, most importantly a grenade, and then thrown at the enemy.
Yikes.
Why would you? Why bother with the coconut?
Yeah, right.
That's what I was thinking, Tom.
They kind of look like a coconut anyway, don't they?
I guess they just want you to be surprised for a second and a half
before it blows up.
Before it blows up, they want you to have that false hope. Oh, somebody's throwing me a coconut.
All right.
Oh, this is cute. What the heck? Boom.
Do you have the famous PT 109 coconut?
Oh no! Is this some sort of
I have no
song
idea
that we're going to listen to that's inappropriate?
McHale's Navy.
No, it's not McHale's Navy. PT 109 was John F. Kennedy's
famous Kennedy.
PT boat during World War II.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
And during the famous rescue scene, they carved a message on a coconut, and that coconut was on President Kennedy's desk when he was in the White House.
Yeah, it saved his life, right? And several other lives.
Yeah.
Well, if he'd only flipped it over, the other side says, "Don't go to Dallas in November." I think
he didn't read the other side. Greg,
he didn't read the other side. And the rest is history.
It was like a magic 8 ball.
Yeah. All signs point to no. Stay out of Dallas.
Wow, I was just trying to bring up an interesting fact in history, and I look what happened. Our guest is comedian Greg Warren. If you're just joining us, we are reporting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Our guest is comedian Greg Warren. I'll remind you about our friends at Champion Windows, because they've got a special thing going on right now. Go to championsavenow.com for more information. They bring us the Warren Report today. Greg, continue with your coconut stories.
Well, just in case you guys know, like those coconuts that you see in the grocery store with the hard brown shell, the husk, if you will, that's not how they grow. It's a large... It's an elliptical green or yellow. Yeah, it's got a fiber outer husk. So you got to kind of the mature coconuts. You got to take an axe to that to get to that brown thing that you see in the grocery store.
Huh. Those mature coconuts are tough old birds, man.
They are. They are literally tough. Yeah. Now, coconut water. I know that's a sort of all the rage. That comes from a child coconut, a young green coconut. Yeah,
it's the veal of the coconut family.
Yes, it is, Tom. Excellent point. It is the veal of the coconut.
I won't eat veal. I won't eat veal or those baby carrots.
Right.
I want them to have a full life. I feel terrible. I can't eat them.
Oh, now I can't have coconut water.
Yeah, it's from those young coconuts, Christy. They're getting them early.
Back to hot dog water.
Oh man, yeah,
Delicious.
Delicious.
That's extremely funny.
You sound somewhat surprised, almost shocked.
Now, I'll tell you what, I hate coconut on candy bars, and I hate it on cake.
Here's something interesting about Chick McGee, for those of you listening who could keep track of me and my little fun facts. I love the taste of coconut. I don't like the mouthfeel, the chewing, the texture of coconut.
So you only like coconut in your booze.
I like coconut in my booze. That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, you like an island drink, Jim?
Coconut rum.
Vacation
I like
rum
a coconut.
and a coconut.
Yeah, I like something served in a coconut. That would be fun. A pina colada.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So nobody there likes the coconut candy bars?
I
do.
I love them.
I do too.
Yeah.
You spend all your time
It's
spitting out coconut.
It's like eating live spiders.
No.
Delicious.
I love it. I love the texture.
Of course,
of
the Peter Paul commercials from back
mounds.
in the day.
They're the best.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yep.
I prefer the mounds in the coconuts on the brassieres. Thank you.
Yes.
Getting better.
What happened to, speaking of that, who did Peter and Paul think they were to leave Mary behind and make candy bars? That's what I don't know.
It's
Boy,
an excellent question.
I had
Peter
much
Paul
higher
was one guy.
I really did, Greg.
Especially from Tom, right?
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Peter Paul was an Armenian gentleman. Peter Paul, I can't remember his last name.
Kardashian.
No.
Pagadanian.
There's other Armenian people, Tom.
I don't think so.
Leon Carr and Leo Corday and Joey Levine wrote that. Joanne Wilkinson and her brother Donnie sang it. Do you remember those commercials? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Yeah.
Basically, they'd have
Sometimes you
somebody
don't.
doing something nutty.
Oh yeah.
And then they would do it normal. So they would have like a bride carrying a groom, and then they'd switch it to the groom carrying the bride. Or they'd have like a horse race, and they have the jockey was backwards on the horse.
Yeah, I like the one with Lee Harvey Oswald actually buying curtain rods.
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
If you're keeping track, that's
two of
twice
them.
that
That's
we've
twice.
pretty much.
Well, Greg, he lives in 1963. He
He
hasn't
was
really left
he was
it.
buying curtain rods.
That's right. There's actually curtain rods in there instead of
Bingo
an
cards.
Italian automatic rifle. Oh, no, it wasn't automatic.
How about
It
the
was bolt
movie?
action.
How about the movie
Sorry.
Coconuts?
Oh yeah, Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
Marx Brothers. Cocoa Nuts.
Yeah, I
believe it
didn't
is-
see it. Is it a good film?
Oh, it's great. It's Marx Brothers movie.
I think it's spelled coconut. Cocoa.
Yeah, you're right.
Nuts.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very
Oh
good.
yeah, I'm a Marxophile.
Marxophile?
And the one brother is
spell.
it's pronounced. The one brother is pronounced Chico.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Chico, but it's pronounced Chico.
I tell everyone
see.
I'm named after Chico.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not true, but
Okay.
We can start calling you Chico.
Now we're speaking once again with comedian
please don't.
Greg Warren discussing the phenomenon that is the coconut. Continue, please.
There's a game that goes way back to 1890. It's called Coconut Shy. Basically, you think of a stick, a wider stick, and you put a coconut on the top of the stick, and you throw a heavy ball to try to knock the coconut off the stick.
The last played never.
Yeah, I'm going to guess. Oh, no, they're still playing it, Tom. They're still playing it.
Where in Bora Bora?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
at the fairs.
I bet they keep score like this.
Is this one of those bad cruise ship games?
3-0.
Well, nothing to do again today except wait for the buffet to open.
This is a good game. It really bothers me that you're taking shots at Coconut Shy.
Sorry.
Although I would imagine back even in 1890, the carnies in the Solomon Islands were gluing the coconuts to the stick.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Cheaters.
Darn right they were.
Well, Greg, you got any gigs coming up? You doing some live Greg Warren stuff?
Oh, all kinds of gigs, Tom.
This is an opportunity for you to plug them.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be in Phoenix at the Improv this Thursday, the Tempe Improv, and then I'll be at the Ice House in Pasadena, California.
Fun.
famous club, and then the following week I'm out at Brad Garrett's club in Vegas for a full week.
All right.
Whoa.
Holy heck.
Then on to Myrtle Beach, and then Nashville early July. So.
Yeah, Brad
we
Garrett.
should go to
Brad was in the
Vegas.
news just over the weekend.
He was?
Oh, he was?
Yeah, Brad Garrett was asked by someone if they would ever consider doing an Everybody Loves Raymond reboot, and he said absolutely not. You can't do it without the great actors who portrayed the parents. And that was a great show. Leave it alone. That's what he
Good
was
for
saying.
him. He's
yeah,
right.
he's the best. He's
Tremendous guy, extremely funny.
If you ever get a chance to see him live, it's unbelievable.
It's
Tom,
almost
you
as good as
can
Greg.
next weekend. He and I will be on stage together.
Oh,
Right. You're kidding.
Exciting.
That'd be worth a road trip.
I know. That's what I just said. We should go to Vegas.
Oh.
Come on out, Christy.
Tom,
I'll take care of you.
are you capable of just on the spur of the moment going to Las Vegas?
I just went to Las Vegas.
No, you went to see a concert that you had tickets for, and you knew
what
you were going.
The term "spur of the moment" means,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I was considering going to Disney World on the spur of the moment next weekend.
Well, that's not
I like that.
Greg's not going to be
Greg's
at
not
Disney
gonna be
World
there.
with Brad. He's
Yeah,
going to
but-
be in Vegas.
Yeah, but Greg's not going to be the Haunted Mansion.
No.
All the cool stuff at Disney World.
So are you saying you'd rather go to Disney World than go see Greg Warren's comedy?
Because I can watch Greg Warren's comedy in that great comedy special called The
that is
Champ
good.
on the Nate Bargatze's
Outstanding.
network.
Nate Land.
Cited
Yeah.
by the New York Times as one of the 5 comedy shows to see this.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that'll be great, Greg. Yeah, be sure if you see Brad, tell him a special hello. I just think he's such a wonderful guy.
Yeah, I will. He's awesome.
Besides being a terrific actor and comedian.
And so handsome.
Yeah, he's great. I did one of the first times I met him. I told him I liked that movie, Music and Lyric. He played like
The manager.
Hugh Grant's manager.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And I thought he was just so funny in that, and I'd never met him before. And I was like, that was an awesome movie. He's like, that movie almost ruined my career. I don't think. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I thought he was fantastic in that movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Ask him about
The British guy who played Jackie Gleason. Brad wanted to play Jackie, and I guess they didn't see it that way. Mark Addy, I think they got.
Yeah, ask him about the time he said at the end of opening for Mr. Frank Sinatra, he said, "Stick around for Frank." Ask him what happened after that.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't think, do you think we can tell it on the air?
Okay, yeah. I mean, and those Jimmy John commercials, I love those so much.
Yeah.
They're terrific. Well, thank you very much, Greg Warren, comedian. See him in Vegas or at the Ice House or in Nashville.
Or go to Disney World. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're both very nice. If you end up playing anywhere near Orlando, let me know. I can kill 2 birds.
Love you guys. See you later.
Greg, you are the funniest. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at Java House.
Hey!
The official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I went on a bike ride to Java House yesterday, as a matter of fact. Did they post a picture of me and one of my daughters standing in front of Java House?
Nope.
Yeah, if you have seen it, you're probably wondering why the pants of one of my blue jeans is rolled up to my knee.
What happened?
I was in my bike, and I didn't change into shorts, and
on your bike.
I didn't want to get caught in the thing. It's rather unusual. I didn't notice it until I noticed the photograph. I forgot to roll my pants down. It's rather unusual. Java House, peel and pour pods. That's what this is all about. Java House is revolutionizing coffee, tea, etc. in your home, in your office, on the road, etc., etc. The Java House, peel and pour pods, tea, coffee, lattes, energy drinks, cocoa, even hydration drinks. I'm about to have one, as a matter of fact. Java House, the perfect solution for your office break room. In fact, something special going on right now. Visit javahouse.com. Click on that Java House for your office tab there and sign up for a free in-office demo at Java House, javahouse.com. What did I do with? Oh, here we go. I keep one up here just so I can show you what they look like. It's a little bit bigger than a Keurig cup. By the way, biodegradable. And this is the amazingly smooth cold brew Colombian medium roast. You peel, you pour, you add your water, and that's it. No machinery is required. Java House, delightful coffee, tea, etc. Get the details, javahouse.com. Coming up, we have Christy Lee.
Yep.
She's got some news coming our way from the Silac Insurance News Desk, including a raccoon released in a crowded bar. It does not end well. We'll find out what that's all about from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Jess Hooker, hello.
Hi.
There's Jeff Hoskey.
That's right.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, hello, hello. And here's Tom with a new hat. We haven't talked about your new hat yet. It's a
Vibrant.
sky blue.
Did you just look
You
up to
guys-
try to see your hat?
Which one is it?
Was that a
It's the
Father's
blue
Day
one.
gift?
You really did look up to
He
see
did.
which color
He
hat you had
looked up
on.
to
It's a
see.
sky blue.
Is that a camp flag?
No, it was a gift from
Sailing?
from Kelly. It's some kind of sailing club or something.
Well,
Well, you sound like you really like it.
No,
Yeah.
I love it. I would
Jesus.
like to go sailing. Is what I'd like to do.
You can.
Yeah.
buy yourself a boat. That'd be a good way to have a hobby and
Why
get
don't you
away.
take a long sail off a short world?
Okay, off go sail right over the edge.
Is that right?
A couple quick things. Once again, we have an assignment from Miss Hooker.
We do?
We do?
Yes,
We do?
Yes. Yeah, I knew you'd forget.
I did forget.
I went to a great sporting event over the weekend, the Indiana Fever WNBA game, and they do a tremendous job. The entire production was so great. Of course, the game was great. The women are great players.
Who uses the language he does? I went to a great sporting event over the weekend.
But one of the cool things, they have a Gatlin gun style T-shirt cannon.
Oh.
I mean, T-shirt cannon technology. It's amazing.
It is fun.
Obviously, the Defense Department's all about this. Hilarious. But I want to get a single shot T-shirt cannon for the Bob and Tom Show, so when we go to do live events, we can start shooting T-shirts into the crowd.
Okay.
So you don't want the automatic weapon T-shirt cannon? You
That
want-
thing that's got a dolly.
That's $4,300.
It's,
Well-
but it's the size of a Volkswagen. I
Yeah,
mean,
You
it's
gotta
big.
go first class, baby.
No,
big.
that's not for us.
You're
No.
always. Here's what's gonna
Who's
happen.
going to have to haul that around?
the minute
You're gonna.
the minute I get a T-shirt cannon, you're going to want to start shooting it off.
That's exactly right, and you're always going to regret the day you bought a single shot T-shirt cannon because you should have bought the multi-shot.
The multi-shot, we would need to have a truck to move
And
it.
it's meant to go in the top of a stadium. It's not
Yeah.
meant to
Be right on stage with us.
Do they have a double barrel T-shirt cannon?
We'll do some research.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Again-
Or just get two singles.
No, why
Duct
can't we
tape it
just
together.
If we get two signals, you know what'll happen?
No. well,
I'll be on stage with Chick. I'll show it into the audience that I'll get one in the head that you go, oh, sorry.
It was an accident. I can see it happening now. Why don't we get just a giant slingshot and hook that up
they
somewhere?
do have those.
And
Yeah.
put
They
the
have
shirt in there.
They have that.
Because
Those are a lot cheaper.
it doesn't matter. It's,
Yeah.
You barely want to come to the broadcast, and now you think you're going to be interacting with fans and sending shirts into the crowd?
Hey, let me
point.
tell you something. I am a man of the people. I have a common touch. Kennedy had it, and I share that with him.
Yes.
People love me, don't they?
That's why I have to follow him around everywhere and apologize.
Well-
So sorry.
I like to keep you busy.
let's go move ahead here in the
I feel
world
like
of
I'm watching
radio.
Mom and Dad fight.
No, we're fine. We're
Something
fine.
like that.
Do you have any positive? Oh,
You had a recipe
know what?
for me. Wait, I thought I had a recipe.
No, that
he's
was a
talking about the
T-shirt.
T-shirt can.
Oh, I thought it was food.
No.
It's
We've been-
usually food.
That's the assignment, the T-shirt cannon?
Yes.
I thought he was going to tell me about something good he had to eat at the game, and he wanted me to recreate it.
all
he
I had-
what did you have the other day that he had hot dogs and they were like little mini hot dogs wrapped in? I go, oh, you had mini corn dogs. I don't like corn dogs.
I managed to miss
But they were absolutely
miss lunch. And
absolutely
corn
corn
dogs.
dogs.
But in his
mini corn
but,
dogs.
in his because there was no stick, he
Right.
just decided
It's
they
not a
weren't
corn
dogs.
dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, some sort of croissant covering. I'm
No,
not sure.
my daughter, I just
Breading
got,
is what
I
you
got
get.
back.
Breading.
I'd managed to miss eating, and I just walked by Hart. And she was, oh, look at these. They're like little tiny hot dogs.
Well, they were with some kind of breading, is what he said. And I
Yeah.
go, oh, corn dogs.
I
Mini
do not
corn
eat
dogs.
corn dogs.
I don't eat corn dogs, although I had 19 of those.
You promoted a story for the last week that I thought we should get to because we've been talking
Go
about
ahead.
sandals this morning. Archaeologists in northern England have uncovered a remarkably large leather shoe while excavating a Roman fort known as Magna.
Oh.
The discovery was made at the base of the so-called ankle breaker defensive ditch, a deep trench designed to trip and trap invading enemies. The shoe/sandal measured 12.6 inches in length, roughly a modern men's size 14.
Christy, that's an XIV.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Raising
When he's right,
questions
he's right.
about who this Roman-era giant might have been. Could have been a Bigfoot back then.
No, it's the famous Roman shoulder hugest penis.
Can you say that slower?
How about
hugest penis?
How about Maximus penis? How about that?
That was his great uncle.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is genetic.
He was a 13.
Maximus Opinius.
XIII.
Maximum glands.
But what's interesting to me is that they actually they would dig a special trench so the enemies trying to
That makes
head for
sense.
the castle would trip and break their ankles.
They fall into the ditch. They can't get to the castle.
They used to drop boiling oil on enemies and stuff. Corey, those were good times.
Medieval times. You don't want to do
No
that.
thanks.
No.
Tar, are you interested possibly in a tar and feathering?
Yeah, you got bad teeth.
Bad teeth again.
All kinds
All
of
about the teeth.
wicked venereal disease.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of pillaging.
Wicked.
A lot of pillaging. You know, these soldiers. A lot of non-consensual.
What is technically
A lot of Me Too issues going on.
What is technically pillaging?
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's
Isn't that
knocking
when you
down
go
a
through a
building
town and you
just
take
taking
all
all
the
its wealth?
women and all their...
It's when you go through someone's medicine cabinet.
You steal all the stuff that's worth anything.
All the pills. I'm sorry.
All it says is pillage to rob a place using violence, especially in wartime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really general. However, what does
And can you give me the distinction between flotsam and jetsam? I also wonder.
what does
One's on the sea and one's...
Is the one floating or something? Let's get back.
Flintstones and Jetsons.
Yeah, let's get back.
pillaging is for slang, as in pleasing another person, as when I pillage that ass. Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know if he's serious.
I hate it when he starts looking things up. Do you have another quick story, Christy?
Roger Daltrey, David Beckham, and Gary Oldham have been awarded knighthoods by King Charles. According to CNN, Mr. Beckham was recognized for his service to sport and charity.
You know, this is David Beckham's voice.
Yes,
You're
his-
aware of that, aren't you?
His wife, Victoria, will now be formally styled as Lady Beckham.
Not Lady Spice.
No,
Not Lady Spice, Lady Beckham.
I bet he's the first guy with a neck tattoo to get a.
Probably.
He might be.
Mr. Daltrey, the co-founder and, of course,
Who?
lead singer. Mr. Daltrey
Who?
See, he was in the band Who.
was honored for his services to
Wit runs
charity.
like molasses around here.
And, of course, Mr.
God.
Oldman was knighted for services to drama. So, congratulations,
Yes, for dressing up in the Muppet suit and winning
Sir Oldman.
For
Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
Next
Sir
week.
Beckham, Sir
Head
Daltrey.
to toe.
Next week, Dancing with the Stars. Okay.
Would you do Dancing with the Stars if they asked?
They wouldn't, and no, I would not.
Can you dance?
No,
Would you like to dance?
not really.
Okay.
But thank you.
Anybody here
now,
like to
Christy would be good.
She has done
I've done it.
Yeah.
That's how I got started in ballroom dancing. I love it.
That's right.
Maybe he is the kind of like
I did a charity
this.
event.
Does Andy
locally.
dance?
He'd like to.
That's what I ask him to.
I mean, he dances, but I mean, he would like to take lessons like I do.
Yeah, that's what I tell her. I'd love to.
Get up your tippy toes and
Hey,
get that flower for me.
hey, Tom! I'd love to take dancing lessons. You know that. I wake up at night.
What's the best?
Screaming
What's
to
the best
take
night for you to take the lessons?
Any night's fine.
Monday
with
through
me.
Sunday.
I wake up screaming, thinking I'm taking dancing lessons because I'm looking
Right.
forward to it so much.
Thank you very much. Also, coming up, we have North and South Korea in the news together this time.
No bad, SoCo good.
A great heavy metal news of sorts coming up, and an unfortunate naming of an unfortunate situation. Plus a truck full of liquid manure. It does not go well. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin is here.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Hello, Jeff Oskey.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Ace Cosby over there.
Hey.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Special hello going out to Donzi. He's
Don-
been
Donzi.
Like Bert Convy?
like DONZI,
Yeah, that's Donvy, all right.
Donzi.
like the beautiful speedboats, of course.
What?
You mean Donzi?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Donzi.
D-O-N what?
Z, as in zebra.
Okay.
Like
I thought
Fonzie.
you said V, like in
Donzi.
vagina.
That's this guy's name.
Okay.
You see.
Oh, my God.
No, I can't read
What'd
the
he
letter.
do?
Why
Nothing.
not?
You wrote us a nice note. I can't read it anymore. Now that you.
Why?
Why not?
All right. He's going through a rough spot, and he's getting some treatments, and he's enjoying listening to the program. He loves Jessica's. He says it's the sexiest laugh on the planet.
Oh, God.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, thank
Very
you.
nice.
Wait a minute. What's this part? I especially was entertained by Tom spilling his cereal on the bathroom floor last week.
Who ended up cleaning
Tom
that up,
did.
by the way?
I did.
Tom did?
Tom did it. Yeah.
Really?
Says Tom can't do much of anything. Even radio might not be for him. You raise a good point. I had just made a bowl of cereal. I was really hungry, and I decided I would take my cereal into the bathroom, put it down, pee, come back out. I walked in there, slipped, and spilled the cereal.
You forgot the slip part.
I only had one bite of my cereal.
Well, I used a Tomism on Tom because I assumed that I would be responsible for cleaning it up, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give Tom a little treat and let him clean it up.
Oh, there you go.
I did.
You made his
He
day.
did. Yeah, see?
He loves to clean.
I know. See, that's exactly what I thought.
That's what I
He
do all
loves
the time.
to clean.
I got it all cleaned up.
I've got in the morning. I get here, and Tom is either in that chair or in the break room, running the vacuum, or loading the dishwasher, or wiping a shelf in the refrigerator, or
cleaning up Pat's spill.
Or cleaning up something Pat spilled.
In the green room, of
you're
course,
right.
the coffee. Anything could go wrong.
You can. The coffee's dangerous.
Very.
Oh,
well, no.
Delicious,
No, we have our delightful Java House coffee in the green room.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we're going to turn that way. We have the Silac Insurance News Desk starring Christy Lee.
Hey, the 4-day Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Tennessee was canceled due to severe weather. It started Thursday and was supposed to continue until Sunday, but organizers announced the cancellation on Friday afternoon. According to the website, the National Weather Service's forecast for the region pointed to significant and steady precipitation that would produce deteriorating camping and egress conditions in the coming days. Organizers said they were beyond gutted, but were forced to make the safest decision and cancel the remainder of Bonnaroo. Tyler, the Creator, was the intended headliner for Friday's lineup, which also was to include Glass Animals, Megadeth, and Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Saturday and Sunday were slated to feature Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire Weekend, Hozier, Glorilla, Queens of the Stone Age, and Avril Lavigne, among many others. So a lot of sad Bonnaroo goers.
And my son was there. One of my sons was there, and he took a photograph. It looked like they were camping in a river.
Yeah.
It was really bad. But they get if you have a 4-day ticket, you get 3/4 of your money back.
Okay.
Yeah, Jess, they're saying, though, that the attendees will have to wait up to 3 weeks before the money is deposited back into their trust funds.
Your thoughts on that joke, Tom?
I like that joke very much.
This reminds me of when I was in Aruba, they were getting ready for their yearly the Flip Flop Festival.
Yeah?
And musical acts as long as your arm, including, yes, I can hear you wondering if Mr. Vegas was going to be there. And yes, Mr. Vegas will be there this year.
Oh,
It
really?
says Mr. Vegas.
Yeah, Flip Flop Festival. More than half of the United States Congress will be there.
Christy, have you seen the?
They're serving waffles.
Have you seen the women's flip flops that don't flip or flop, but they look like thongs, kind of? Have you seen these?
They don't come away from your heel?
Yeah, I have a pair.
How do they stay on?
I don't like the sound. It looks like imagine a door pull or a cabinet pull, like
Right.
a round one like this. That's
Right.
what sticks between your big toe and your second toe.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what
I've
I'm talking
seen-
about?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what those are. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
and that's
seen
what it
those.
is, but it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't make the flop sound.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Are they comfortable, though?
Yeah, and they stay on. It's not like you have to grip them. Yeah, I just found them cleaning out my shoe closet.
I don't see you wearing a flip flop, Tom, or a sandal.
No.
What do you wear to the beach?
I like the flip flops now that have the nice arch support. There's a brand, I don't know what it is, but
I have
they're
the
very
kind
nice.
at the beach. I wear the kind that go over your foot, not the
A
kind that.
slide. You wear a slide.
Yeah, that's a slide. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
the big belt
Yeah,
Gotcha.
But I don't like wearing them. I only
I see you in swim shoes. Do you have a pair of swim shoes?
Several.
Yeah, I believe you.
Cut your feet on the nasty rocks.
Hey, you put those swim shoes on and you think to yourself, that creature from the Black Lagoon can kiss my ass.
You betcha.
With every swim shoe. Yes, sir.
I wore a pair out.
Of swim shoes.
A swim shoe?
You were alone.
That's
Kelly wasn't with you.
That's impossible.
After I was in my motorcycle accident, I had to, every day for a year, I had to walk in a pool,
right,
like a 4 foot deep, whatever, 3 foot deep pool, whatever it was, and rotate my arms. So I wore the bottoms off those. That was boring.
I thought he meant he wore them out in public. I was
Do you
like,
wear them
no.
to the beach? Do you wear them when you go to the Bahamas or wherever?
Yeah, I'll throw them on. That's the only time.
All right.
And I'm puzzled as to why you didn't have those resold. That sounds like something that you would do.
You've had those brown shoes resold.
Yeah, I've got these swim shoes.
Water shoes are $11.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Reselling would be probably $75.
Yeah.
British authorities are asking attendees of a heavy metal music festival to change the settings on their smartwatches to avoid accidental emergency calls. Now listen to this. The BBC reports the Download Festival at Thornington Park can lead to a surge of bogus emergency calls as people's smartwatches assume they've been in a collision when they are in
the mosh pit.
Mm-hmm. Local authorities said the significant increase in calls places a huge burden on dispatchers and can take resources away from genuine emergencies. Those attending have been asked to put those devices into airplane mode before entering the mosh pit.
Yeah, they talked to all 12 women at that festival.
Yeah,
they said, remind your boyfriends.
Yeah. If Josh were here, he would disagree with you. He says a lot of
He says there's a lot of female fans.
Yep.
Who?
Roger
Oh,
Roger
oh,
Daltrey.
Josh Arnold.
Okay.
Say a prayer for Josh tonight.
All right.
Oh,
He's gonna get through this.
He is going to get through this.
I
That's right.
Josh is fine, I think.
So
Please,
I haven't heard from
That's
him.
what they're saying. Don't wear an Apple Watch in the mosh pit.
Right, because
Or put it on airplane mode.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this problem? Like you're watching a TV show and all of a sudden Siri will go, "Let me look into that," or "Hang on just a second, I'll be right with you."
No, I don't use Siri.
No, that
I
would
don't either.
freak me out.
Yeah,
I don't have
right?
Siri activated.
Yeah.
She's too nosy.
We had I don't have it in front of me. We had a story, I want to say last year, about certain roller coasters. Remember that?
No.
At a certain theme park, a certain roller coaster was setting off
The smartwatches.
the smartwatches. Yeah, it was calling whatever it does, calls 911 or whatever.
Yeah, the way it jerks you around, I bet.
Feels like a car wreck.
What about
I've
that
been on a
sound?
couple of them.
Getting
Doesn't that
jerked around.
sound kind of hot, getting jerked around? Huh? Yeah. How about that, Betty? Hey, why don't you and I go jerk each other around, huh?
Oh. Coming up, we have a manure truck and a raccoon being unleashed on a business. We'll talk
That
about
story's great.
it. Yeah.
Did you see the picture? Did you see a picture of that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy who would throw a raccoon.
Yeah, he looks like a guy that would have a live raccoon in his car
I gotta see this.
to throw into a.
I don't know how it got
crowded
there. I guess it must have been looking for the many, many, many McDonald's bags that are in the back of it, I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
that's his save that voice.
Okay.
Pat, you got a song about one of these things coming
I
up?
do indeed, yeah.
Okay, right now I want to say to our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What's it all about? It's about something called an annuity. And annuities are all about having a future where your money is still coming in. So get the details from the folks at the Silac Insurance Company. A couple easy ways to do it. You can just go to their website, silacins.com, and that's SILAC. The Silac Insurance Company, or just another way is just take your phone and hit that pound sign and then go pound 250, and then just say the words out loud, lifetime income, just to get some information. Pound 250 and say lifetime income. Annuities are all about making sure that you have a paycheck coming in when it's time for you to retire down the road. And remember, with an annuity, you don't have to worry about the market going down, or up and down, whatever it may be, because that doesn't matter. You can't outlive your money. you've got something they do that it's called countering volatility in the market. The SILAC insurance people know all the details about annuities, and they can let you know what's going on. Some restrictions apply. See if you are a candidate. Once again, just hit pound and then numbers 250, and then say lifetime income. Or go to the Bob and Tom website. We got a link to the SILAC website. It's silacins.com. An annuity from the SILAC Insurance Company. Plan on it. Live on it. Coming up, there's a truck full of manure, and someone just rammed it. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Hello, Jeff Hoskey.
Hey, buddy.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello,
How you doing over there?
Good. I just was looking something up when I found out the information here.
We were talking about something when we left, and I forget what it was. Oh, the raccoon and stuff.
Yeah, we got that
we got
that coming up. But first, this is kind of interesting. We were talking about the mosh pit, and they're urging people to defeat.
Put your smartwatch on airplane mode, yeah.
Because it was actually calling the police and calling the fund. It's also happened in the world of roller coasters. The Apple crash detection feature was being triggered by roller coasters once again at Kings Island. The Wall Street Journal reports emergency dispatchers receiving automated messengers. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding. So be careful with your smartwatch. I
bet it was on the Beast. That one.
Again, the Beast owes me a pair of sunglasses. Remember that. Now we return to the SILAC Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
Authorities in Wisconsin say a man driving a rented convertible was text messaging on his phone when he crashed into a manure truck.
Whoops.
The Grant County Sheriff's Department said...
Slow down for 1 second. You've got liquid manure in a truck, right?
Ugh. Mm-hmm.
And the guy's, of all things, in a convertible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Grant County...
So is this Back to the Future 4? Is that what happened here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Grant County Sheriff's Department said that the 37-year-old male driver was texting and talking on his phone when he crashed his rented Ford Mustang convertible into the truck, pulling a trailer filled with liquid manure. He was treated for a broken finger. The driver of the truck was not injured.
Oh, hey, broken finger. I bet she crossed her legs, Tom.
It doesn't say whether the manure went into the car.
Well, comedically, it would have to.
It'd have to, yes.
I mean, we all treat rental cars like crap.
Ideally,
this guy took it one step further.
He got some in his mouth and had to spit it out.
You got a song for us, Pat?
Yeah, it's about texting and driving, a little tribute to the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Brian Wilson passed away last week, so I listened to the Beach Boys all weekend, and this is a lot going on. Thank God we're not live. Am I right?
That's right.
Well, she got into her car and went driving with the phone in her hand now. She texts her mother and her friend, hairstylist, and latest old man now. And with her thumbs just typing, goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she just texts until she swerved into the oncoming lane. Text until she swerved into the... Well, he uses it for work, so he drives with the phone in his face now.
Right in his face.
He closed the deal, bought some stock, and he talked about his upcoming case now. His eyes were on the phone, so he didn't see the cops giving chase now. And he just text until he drove into the back of a truck. Text until he drove into a manure. Well, I stop at a light and I think that it's okay to text now. I took a selfie with a filter, so I look good to the opposite sex now. Woo-hoo. I took my foot off the brake and I caused a big old wreck now. Woo! Cause I just text until I rolled into the intersection. Text until I rolled into the inner.
Oh my God.
See, he's crying at the end. He's screaming.
Okay.
Boy, you were kidding. There was a lot going on.
There's a lot going on there,
Yes.
yeah. I hope you all enjoy.
Who's doing the high part of that? Is that Carl?
I think it's Carl Wilson, yeah.
That is amazing. Well, the T-Bird. We were talking about the Thunderbirds last week. What a great car that was back in the day. We have Christy Lee at the SILAC Insurance News Desk. What else is happening?
A Kentucky man named Cowboy Cody was arrested after releasing a live raccoon into a crowded restaurant.
That's
in
not a
what
problem,
police
is it?
describe as a bizarre act of retaliation.
I tell you what, when I come into a restaurant, I want stuff to be happening. I ain't going to sit around here. I bring my fun with me.
Jonathan Mason, 40, allegedly let the animal loose inside the Big Apple Grill and Bar in Murray, Kentucky.
Cowboy Cody, please.
Actually, it's Cowboy Codeine.
Oh, that explains something.
He was turned away at the door Friday night. Witnesses said the raccoon, which Mason had captured earlier on his farm, ran through the dining area before biting an employee who tried to grab it by the tail.
A freshly wild raccoon.
Yeah, and that worker had to get rabies
So he had it in
shots.
his car?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
So it was already riled.
Yeah.
Bartender Mary Hafner, who has dealt with Mason before, said she tried to calmly get him to leave, though he initially complied. Mason returned moments later with the raccoon in tow. Hafner, a lifelong Kentucky resident, eventually managed to wrap the frightened animal in a towel and escort it after you out of the building. Mason, already known locally for leading police on drunken mule chases last December,
Oh, my God.
now faces
Is that
multiple
right?
charges.
Oh, and it's my fault. I get my mule drunk.
Including
All right.
assault, trespassing, and resisting arrest, and was booked into the Callaway County Jail. Boy, there's a lot going on here, too.
Yeah.
He took the police on a
Mule chase.
mule chase.
Drunken mule chase.
So they know this guy. This guy's
Yeah.
the Otis Campbell with a little more hostility.
I am
Yeah.
well known.
Man.
God, can you imagine the cops having to deal with this guy every couple nights?
Yeah.
I guess he was back at the bar.
Yeah.
Drove his mule over.
Have you ever had to catch a wild animal?
Well, you mean catch a wild animal?
Got into your barn
Or
or
a possum got on your screened-in porch or
snake,
something like that.
that.
I've never caught one. I had a possum under my deck, but I liked it. I kept him there. I just fed him.
Oh.
Okay.
I encouraged him, and they eat
Really?
bugs and stuff. Possums are good to have in the
Really?
backyard.
Is that right?
They look
Yes.
scary.
Well,
They're filthy animals.
you don't have to pet them.
They
Feeding
carry
them, keeping them
dysentery,
around.
rabies.
No, they
They're
don't.
filthy
Oh,
animals.
God, jeez, you people.
And then they have
worms.
babies,
You
and the
people.
babies start to eat the foundation of
Yeah.
your
The answer
house.
to your question,
Gnaw
Jess,
away
no,
at
I've
the
never
wood.
caught
Okay.
a wild
Does every
animal.
small town have this guy?
A drunk?
No, the guy that, the,
An area
We do.
drunk?
Every small town has a drunk, I
you
would
got
think.
snake guy, raccoon guy.
Oh, you
We
mean
call
Mule.
ours Mr. President.
Mule run
Yeah?
guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he painted it on his truck.
Your local dude has a truck that says Mr. President.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Drives
I'm
around.
surprised he has his license.
Yeah, that might be
You
questionable.
can have a truck and not have a license.
Yeah, I know lots of people that got those.
If you're just joining us, hello. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What you got?
International news. It's quiet now on the DMZ on the Korean Peninsula. North Korea has stopped blaring loudspeaker broadcasts toward South Korea. The move comes just one day after South Korea suspended its own anti-Pyongyang loudspeaker
And now,
campaign.
another message from North Korea. Hello, South Korea.
Along the heavily fortified
Why not come on
demilitarized
up?
zone. In a message to reporters, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff stated, quote, "Today, there were no areas where North Korea's noise broadcast to the south were heard. The suspension of both propaganda efforts mark a temporary de-acceleration in tensions following weeks of rising hostility that included a variety of operations on both sides of the border."
We'd like to remind you that you and a loved one each receive $1,000 for coming up to North Korea. You know, where the fun is. Come on up. I wonder if that works with some. I'm sure it does. You know,
They should hire you to do that.
oh,
I don't think they're.
I don't think I can speak Korean, but
They are just blasting propaganda at each other.
yeah, yelling back and forth across the.
Play some music. Do
Yeah.
they have a DJ at least, or they just have these?
We'll be back with more cash offers, but first, Neil Sedaka and Laughter in the Rain.
That'll keep people from coming over. I don't want to hear any more of that crap.
We run under a tree. I looked at her.
I
and
really
she
thought Neil
kisses
Sedaka
me.
was a woman. I really did.
He had a very feminine voice.
I
Very high,
did.
yeah.
I don't.
Laughter in the rain.
I feel laughter in the rain.
Yes.
Walking
I wouldn't
hand
know
in
him to
hand
hear him.
with
Yeah.
And
the
Calendar
one I
Girl.
love.
Didn't he do
Calendar
a
Girl,
song
yeah.
called Calendar Girl?
Doobie doobie down, doobie doo down down.
Sounded like a girl.
Come
Break it
come
up is
down.
hard to do.
Have you ever heard the slow
They say
version of
that
Breaking Up is Hard to
break
Do?
it up.
No, it's so good.
Who does it?
Neil
Neil
Sedaka
Sedaka.
does it like a revised version.
Oh, I've never heard
Really
it.
Tell
slow.
me
Real slow.
that you're leaving.
Does he bring it down a couple octaves too? So
No,
he sounds like a
no.
man.
No, he still
Okay.
sounds like a lady.
Boy.
He's a
Well, aren't you forgiving and just all inclusive?
I was a kid when I heard that song. I really thought it was a woman.
I ain't gonna listen to no man that sounds like a girl.
I thought the lead singer of Rush was a girl
Oh, I could
for
see
most
that.
of my
Yeah.
life.
I bet
Yeah.
even after you saw
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Daddy had some hair. I could
That's
see
fair.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of no's.
Yeah. Yeah. The word for
Of all the things you tell me not to say about celebrities, and you're insulting Getty Lee's
Insulting
nose.
him, man, has a lot of no's.
All right.
the word for the speech impediment that makes it difficult for people to pronounce the R sound, which my little sister had growing up, by the way,
Yeah.
is rhoticism.
So you see the inherent cruelty there.
According to
They
the
can't say their own.
betterspeech.com, they can't even say their own.
Yeah.
Those with rhoticism may replace R sounds with other sounds such as W, L, or a distorted R.
I have no comment on
For
this
example, rabbit might be pronounced as wabbit.
Wabbit?
Be very,
It can be
very
caused by
quiet.
various factors, such as the size of the tissue that connects the bottom of the tongue to the floor of the mouth. The, what do they call that, chick?
The uvula, the waddle.
Lingual frenulum?
Nope, that's pleasing a woman.
Neurological problems and developmental issues.
Oral fashion. Oh,
Overcoming rhoticism typically involves speech therapy exercises. Yes.
Really?
We
The
went
fact
through
that
that at my house.
The fact that it starts with an R is just unusually cruel.
My brother went to speech for this.
Yeah.
We always used to tell him to say truck just for fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like having some kind of stammering illness with just begin with two S's. Oh, I've got sister. Okay.
oh, that's not fair. I was a stutterer.
He was a
You know
stutterer.
that.
Chick
I'm
was a
not-
stutterer.
I know, no, and I'm glad that you were able to overcome that.
Yeah, well, you will overcome
I saw the
it if your
King's
dad's
speech.
sitting at the dining room table and he smacks you in the back of the head. Spit it out, boy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
you
not
learn.
joking?
No.
Oh, I thought you were kidding.
None of those stories are jokes.
That's going to be the name of my autobiography. None of these stories are jokes. No, sir.
Christy has a fun R. You do your R's fun. They call them crunchy R's. Have you heard this?
No.
No, your R's are just like really soft and they roll. And for some reason, like TikTok culture calls them a crunchy R.
Never heard that.
Yeah, Christy does it when you.
Sounds like a new candy bar.
Maybe it's because I had to sit through all that speech therapy with my sister.
Say
picked up
ramen
some
for
of
me.
it.
Ramen?
Is that a crunchy?
No, listen. Here,
Yeah,
not
listen
to put
close.
you on the spot, but here, let's
Ramen.
listen to this story.
Ramen?
Say rolling down the river.
Roland. Now, see, now I'm going to be
Yeah, now
conscious
she's
about
aware
it.
of it.
Ask me. Wowan down to Wibba.
Perfect. Come back again tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Scientists have developed infrared contact lenses that allow users to see in the dark, even with their eyes closed.
Huh?
Yes, you heard of me.
How the hell? I
The
heard
lens-
of you.
Heard of me?
Told you.
This is
Is that
impossible.
a crunchy? All right.
So, we'll keep reading. I don't
The
understand.
lenses contain nanoparticles that absorb infrared light and convert it into visible wavelengths. In testing, participants could detect flashing, Morse code-like signals and determine the direction of incoming infrared light. Researchers noted the technology worked even better when eyes were closed, as near-infrared light passes through the eyelid more effectively than visible light. The innovation could lead to non-invasive wearable devices that enhance human vision. So they're like night goggles that you wear all the time?
Apparently.
How do you see through your eyelids, though? That's impossible, right?
Too many carrots.
Yeah.
So will this help blind people?
I don't think it helps blind people. They can't see with their eyes open, Tom.
I think eventually if you use it long enough, you'll be blind, probably. It'll blind you, all right. What the hell's going on?
So you can
is
see
it me or the news getting weirder?
You can see that the lights are off. You can see.
That's
Apparently.
what she said.
Wow. Yes.
Through your eyelids.
That is so bizarre.
I don't know why you would need it, but...
Wow.
Astronomers have spotted a strange new object in our Milky Way. It's 15,000 light years away and maybe a dead star or something we've never seen before. The object is blasting out radio waves and X-rays at the same time, which is highly unusual. Researchers say it could be a magnetized neutron star, a white dwarf, or possibly something even more exotic. Neutron stars.
Radio waves.
You know what it sounds like? Hey, welcome to North Korea. More Neil Sedaka coming up. But first, this is the Tokens, and the Lion sleeps tonight. Yeah. Visit North Korea today.
So this is new to the Milky Way?
Apparently. It's a new object. Magnetized neutron star.
Which came first, the candy bar or the description of the...
I think the description
sky
of our
phenomenon?
galaxies.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a Snickers phenomenon out
The
there?
Snickers
as well?
way?
Yeah, just to give them equal time.
Oh, I get it. Milky Way.
No, I'm just
Snickers,
curious.
Kit Kat.
So this is exciting news.
Which came first, the Milky Way or the Milky Way candy bar?
That's what I just asked.
That's what he just asked.
Is that what you just asked?
Did you just black out? Just black out?
Come on to North Korea. Come on up. North Korea is where the fun is. Yay! We have one leader. He has a clear vision. Sorry.
Okay. It's mostly made of gas and dust, apparently.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, just gas.
And aliens.
It's
We
like
don't know.
Cleanup time at White Castle. Just gas and dust.
You know, every time you
never
mention
did
White
anything
Castle,
bad
I
to
go
you.
and order a Crave case.
You
You know that?
will.
Yes.
Okay.
I love the castles.
All right. You know what I love? I love those fantastic Raycon earbuds.
I'll tell you all about them, Tom. Raycon's latest model is better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once, and Raycon has a quick charge function. Just 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. They also come with active noise cancellation, and you can listen to great songs like this on your Raycon earbuds. Oh, yeah. When? That's right, tonight. Wee-wee. And Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands with that active noise cancellation. And they're available in all the colors: forest green, blush violet, royal blue, cool mint, deep red, and a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom now to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds, but only at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we have a Rick Moranis update. Very fine actor. And other news from the animal world happening right here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jeff Oskey, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom right now is enjoying the official beverage of the Bob and Tom Show. Look at that.
Oh, this is
delicious. That's blue.
Arctic freeze.
Hydration drink. It's
That
great.
matches your hat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about? We were talking about Germany last week. I know what it was. It was the nudist. Pat, can you do that song for us? We had the nudist swinger story last week, and I bring it up because we have a letter here. When we did that story, we got caught up trying to speak German, and I mentioned that when I was growing up, we had Paula, our German maid.
Yeah.
She'd be on the phone with her sister Helga, speaking German, and I was a little boy.
Sounds scary.
It was really scary because
Yeah.
I was thinking World War II movies, and she'd be.
Okay, Tommy, time now for your
and
shower.
it's such a guttural, unusual language. Schlitzenbachen, that kind of.
Okay.
This guy, let's see. This is Justin writing from Huntsville, Alabama. Hello, Huntsville. He said, my grandparents lived in Germany for a few years when I was younger. When they came back stateside, they taught me a few authentic German words.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And Tom's not going to try to say them.
No, dancing Effengroven.
Wait, ho. What is dancing in English? Or in German?
Yeah, Effengroven.
Effengroven.
Virgin, Gutentite.
I just now got that this is a joke.
Yeah.
He did deliver.
Hang on,
pretty serious.
what is virgin in German, Tom?
Gutentite.
Thank
you, Justin. Taking the time and trouble. But yeah, we had the story about a guy that's a German politician that isn't. Remember, he invited people to this nudist camp
in France.
In France,
He's going to teach them how to be nudes.
yeah, 75 people
Swingers.
have apparently are going on this
Swingers.
trip.
Oh, yeah.
Quote, organizing a training camp in Mannheim involving outdoor sex activities, and he's going to be the player coach.
Oh, wow.
Like Bill Russell.
Yeah. So, Newton Village excursionum, flip-flopping. But, Pat, you had a terrific song about an event that took place in Germany in which, I don't know if you remember this, Jess, but they had to evacuate a swingers party.
Caught fire.
All these people were naked and the building caught on fire. And
Yeah.
this is a true story, had to rush out and be, they were there on the police.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
The Germans are very open, so a lot of the small towns even have these swingers parties. I'll tell you about one.
Please do.
That's a little club in our neighborhood. I begged my wife to go there. She finally said she would. We gave the secret password. They opened up the door. Naked people everywhere, rolling on the floor, and they were swinging. Yeah, they were swinging. We stepped inside. Next thing I know, my wife's completely bare in a pile of people, mit her legs up in the air, just a swinging.
Swinging.
Yeah, she was swinging.
Oh, yeah.
They were swinging, the big boob.
Just then my neighbor's wife shot me a wink. She stood there by the keg. Man, that Frau could drink. We guzzled down our beers. My speech was getting slurred. Then she took her top off and unleashed her Hindenburgs, and they were swinging. Her boobies, Jess. My God, they were swinging. I looked down at my schwanz, but it wouldn't do a thing. Too much St. Pauli girl, and it will not go swing. It was
Not swinging.
It wasn't swinging. Her Farfignugan must be stinging. Yeah, she's still swinging.
Lend me your ears. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pat. Let's go grab one more quick story from Christy Lee.
Rick Moranis is returning to the big screen for Spaceballs 2. According to Deadline, Bill Pullman and Rick Moranis are set to reprise their respective roles as Lone Star and Dark Helmet in the movie from Amazon MGM Studios.
Dark Helmet.
I never saw Spaceballs.
What?
I don't think so. The original film's director and star Mel Brooks will also be in the cast once again as Yogurt. It's slated for a theatrical release in 2027.
I thought the original Spaceballs, that was like it would have been a funny 5-minute SNL skit.
I think I walked into the room. The kids were watching it once.
Yeah, as a
but-
kid, I thought it was hilarious.
Don't
Really?
you
Loved it.
remember
Loved it.
when they were making the big search during the movie? They were combing the desert. You
Oh,
don't
God.
remember
No,
that?
I
With the big giant comb. No.
Mr. Moranis stepped away from acting in the late 90s to focus on raising his children. Following the passing of his wife, he has not appeared in a live-action film for over 28 years.
He's great.
Did you see he has another one coming out this fall called Honey, I Shrunk My Prostate? Where
He's older. He's older.
Yeah, he's seeking treatment
He pees
for.
a lot. He pees a lot. Yeah.
He's a lot.
Isn't that what happened?
Oh, yeah.
I want to say hello to our friends at Java House. And I think they posted a picture of me in front of one of the Java House locations.
Wow.
But Java House is also known for They're peel and pour cups that you can have revolutionize your office coffee room. Ladies and gentlemen, Java House, they've got tea, latte, coffee, of course, energy drinks. I just finished off a delightful hydration drink. They even have hot cocoa. We'll have to get that restocked because Josh is coming back. Java House, the perfect solution for your office break room. We use it here at the Bob and Tom Show. It's great. We couldn't be happier. And you can have a chance to try it out. Go to javahouse.com and click that little tab that says Java House for your office. Sign up for a free in-office demo. Java House, Java, javahouse.com. You don't need a newfangled machine.
Nope.
You just take it, you peel, and you pour. And like I said, coffee, tea, all kinds of delightful beverages. This is the amazingly smooth cold brew Colombian. Just add some hot water. You're ready to rock. And by the way, these pods are biodegradable. So that's another nice aspect of Java House. And it'll revolutionize the coffee room. She's revolutionizing our newsroom. Did I say? I almost got it out. She's revolutionizing our newsroom. It's Christy Lee.
Willem Dafoe is the top choice to play Ebenezer Scrooge in a new adaptation of A Christmas Carol.
No.
According to Deadline, Warner Brothers is developing the project with Robert Eggers, best known for Nosferatu and The Lighthouse.
How many more
Christmas
carols are we going to have?
I think this guy, though, will make it.
Oh, it's going to be terrifying.
Yeah, the ghosts will be really scary.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like my favorite version of A Christmas Carol, of course, is Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Of course it is. Yes.
With the great song. A hand for each hand was planned in the world. Why don't my fingers reach?
That's Tiny Tim.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol is terrific. I even have the book.
All alone.
The book, how it was made.
Yeah, all the background stuff. The great Jim Backus. Songs are terrific.
My favorite version is the Bill Murray version.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that one.
Featuring Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes, it is.
And the great line, well, it's a little too late to get this kind of feedback.
Yeah, I've got a feeling with Robert Eggers, directing at this time, Tiny Tim dies. Just saying.
Yeah, he made The Witch, and he made The Northman.
This could be scary.
Dark fella.
Good,
and I've always thought Willem
places.
Dafoe is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
You find him terrifying?
Yes.
He's kind of nuts. Yeah, watch
him,
the Lighthouse and get back to me.
Yeah.
He's
crazy.
crazy.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your being here with us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
Inside the opening 45 seconds. What a goal! With that cannon of a left foot. All even at one.
Never miss a game.
What a start for the United States.
Shot from distance. What a goal!
Never miss a moment.
Exquisite from the San Diegan. Can he finish? Yes, he can! Yeah!
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.